All right. So, after traveling back from the Eastern Silver Marches, you arrive in Silvery Moon. Everything is a bit different now. The moon bridge is no longer working. The weave is systematically being redirected someplace else. The shadow of the Oblivion seems ever present now, and High Lady Illustriel, the chosen of Mystra herself, seems concerned. Silvery Moon has always been a place where the weave coalesce. It is a place of powerful magic, and one of the only places where powerful magic can be cast. But now it looks like a shell of what it once was. The magical lights and decorations typical in this place are now dark, giving Silvery Moon an ominous tone. Upon arriving, you visited the High Lady at Star Court, a large circular administrative building. You were expected. The seer who sent Fenian on his great journey into the desert had foreseen your arrival. You were escorted to the Great Library, where Lady Illustrial waited. She explained that you have proven yourselves and she wants you to help them find out what's going on. The Orc Horde numbers nearly 100,000 now. Several clans have gathered together, brought there by the Oblivion, and their fanatical obedience to him. They see him as a godlike figure who will bring about a new order under the rule of the orcs. The Oblivion has attracted more than just orcs. Ogres, goblins, giants, at least 3 adult dragons. She now wants you to infiltrate the orc clans. She has given you gear and 4 special true polymorph potions. She says these will turn you into orcs for 24 hours, and it is completely undetectable with magic. And she has given you gear to identify you as a member of the Blood Axe clan. She also gave you a special bag of holding where you can smuggle your gear in, and she says it will not be detected as magic either. Your mission is to infiltrate the massive orc camp to the north, figure out who or what this Oblivion is, and stop it if you can. Or you could just stop by Rivenleaf on the way too. So I think you guys all find yourself back at Barley's.
Did you just gloss over visiting Kymber? Like, oh yeah, you could also do that, but
He glossed over a couple of things. Like you mentioned, 3 adult dragons. John, we don't have a bard in this party. I would actually like to openly recruit a bard, thank you, solely to deal with those dragons.
yes.
So you guys find yourself at Barley's. It is a busy evening. It's getting towards nightfall now. The lights are starting to come on outside. None of them are magical anymore. Instead, they are lit by hand. Around you, people are eating, drinking. There is a bard playing a flute in the corner. Ron is just finishing up his burger. Rexus is probably on his 3rd, which he just sort of just shoves down all the way. What would you guys like to do from here?
Well, leave it is.
Well, I know that as soon as we sit down, after the tense conversation that we had with her, Catalin's pulling one of these and just putting her head on the table. Because she needs to process for a second.
Fenian gestures to a barmaid like, get her a double.
Yeah, she runs over, puts another drink down in front of Catalin.
Oh, hello.
Brings another hamburger for Rexus.
Boigas.
Well, that was quite the conversation.
Yeah. I suppose the responsible thing would be for us to go to deal with the Oblivion. But my boy Ron really got to see Kymber.
Yes, well,
Protect Kymber.
Protect Kymber.
it would be
Well,
a
isn't
good idea to
Rivenleaf
check in.
technically on the way?
No.
No,
Rivenleaf,
bit of a
like, down
detour.
a bit. And then
Oblivion's
Oh,
north,
Rivenleaf-
Rivenleaf south.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's not-
Rivenleaf
it
was
is totally
on the
north.
way.
Rivenleaf
West.
north.
They're both west, but one's kind of south and the other one's north. So
No,
it is-
Ron's
For some
like,
reason,
no,
I
no.
thought
But-
Rivenleaf was like slightly.
I don't feel like missing 2 days is
northwest.
going to really like be a big deal when we've been ignoring this quest
Also,
the whole time.
For
Did you say-
weeks.
Did you
For the
say
last
10,000 orcs?
Out of game weeks.
100,000.
A lot of orcs.
100,000.
Yes.
We're definitely gonna need a bard.
We're gonna need a bard. We
need
might need, a halfling army. Ron.
Well, you know what we can get.
John, I'm taking a
in
shot that
Rivenleaf, we could
magically
get
appeared in
halflings
front of me.
Well, I did finally make Kymber as a actual player character, and she is a bard, so
What?
I'm just saying, you could bring her.
Well, no, because we need
She'll fucking get killed.
somebody to seduce the dragons. I can't have Kymber seducing dragons.
Well, the two
Oh, I
in the
know what
group
I'm
are pretty good
thinking
at
of. Ravenwatch
seducing people.
Keep. That's northwest.
So over here is where Rivenleaf is. It's just on the edge of the
Waving at
Silverwood.
him.
You have to go a few miles into it. The spine of the world is all the way up here to the north, so it is kind of on the way.
Sort of, kind of, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's about a day's travel. 3/4 of a day travel to Rivenleaf.
Plus, we don't even have to necessarily stay here for the evening. We could hit the road now and set up when we are too tired. Get a little head start or something. I don't know. Technically, you two could sleep in the carriage while this one and I try to drive it, and we only need to stop really then for 4 hours.
I can't click on my character.
Because he's not yours anymore.
I know. I guess I don't own
He's
him.
an NPC.
Yep.
Yeah, Ron's
I'm not
officially
quite-
retired.
I'm not quite sure if Illustrial's
Wait, why
plan
is
was the best.
like when you select your own character, like they get outlined in orange, and then when you like hover over friendlies, they're green, and you hover over hostiles, and they're red. When I hover over Catalan, she's yellow.
Yeah, she's hostile.
So
She's
are you
neutral.
Because you
So
don't
are-
know, am I a good guy or am I a
So
bad guy?
are
I
you
don't know.
like you're a passive mob, like a neutral mob, like in
She's a
Minecraft. They
pig.
don't attack unless you attack them first.
No.
'Cause there's three. Yeah, I hold up 4 fingers. There's 3 different kinds of mobs in Minecraft. There's passive ones that don't fight regardless. There's the hostile ones that
Fine,
will attack
I'll
you
turn it
just if
so
you're
it's
near
red.
them. And then there's neutral ones that will not attack you unless you attack them first.
She's
But if you
basically-
attack them first, then they
There,
hold nothing.
Now what
Yeah,
color
she's
do you
basically a
fucking
creeper.
get?
She'll explode if you get too close.
Now you're purple.
I can't select any of them.
I'm purple because that's secret.
Very refreshing.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
like that
reload,
better
yeah.
than yellow.
I'm
What
not.
happened?
I can't click on them. I'm just
Oh.
like mousing over them.
Wait, Greg and Gary disappeared.
I s-
Although Gary
well, I
might have
was-
just put his picture up.
No, I had to
Oh, look at
reload.
it.
I can't select my character. I broke it all.
Well,
Sorry.
oh.
Hopefully the cameras come back, but it doesn't. Oh, nope. I'm Rexus now.
What? What are you doing?
I can select my
So,
character now.
John, explain to me what the situation with the magic is. If you cast a spell, it has like
Well,
you roll
from
on the
now
magic
on-
table, or
From now on, if you cast a spell, roll an additional d20. And I'll tell you no. I'll let you know what happens.
oh fuck.
Yeah, and he mentioned stuff about wild magic last.
Is that like in the Silvery Moon?
It seemed to be the closer you got to Silvery Moon, further west you go, you can feel there's something wrong with the weave. You're trying to
if I cast
gather
a
it
spell in
to cast
town.
spells. If you cast a spell in town, there might be consequences that are unforeseen.
That's unfortunate. Shit. I didn't know what the situation was though until I got here, but now.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Gesundheit.
I was looking around
Gary.
here. You can see there's a group of nobles sitting at a table together. They're all very young, drinking. You recognize one of them, Ron, as one of the kids that that goes to the school.
Let's start a bar fight.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a patron, like he's eating.
Uh-huh. One of the rich kids.
Tavern brawl.
No,
There's a
I'm
big
thinking.
long bar there, and then there's a second story actually where you can see people up above you. So this thing almost goes upwards like a tower a little bit.
We'll just tell him we're just
Tables up
trying to
there.
get in a character for infiltrating the enemy.
I think lawful good. I can't start a fight with him, but I can introduce a little bit of chaos. Can I like pay off a waitress to like spill a drink on him? Does that still fall into like lawful good? Where are we at with this?
It's up to you.
Well, I mean, technically, lawful good doesn't mean you can never do anything that is
Yeah, it
chaotic.
just means you obey the law,
The
and you're generally a good person in the fight of good against evil.
And they're
one
evil, right,
of the
John?
things I learned about medical coding is there's a difference between
They're not
abuse
nice.
and
So none of them are
fraud.
evil.
So ultimately, you can't do fraud, but you can definitely go into abuse territory.
So it's
Yeah.
like dinner time, John?
Yes.
So like shops would still possibly be open?
Oh yeah, like early evening.
I'm gonna take another shot. I'll look at the waitress with like my little shot glass and hold it up and be like, if we're heading out either this evening yet or in the morning, I need to buy some stuff. So
Some stuff.
Yes.
Some stuff.
you, darling. So yeah, I'll have a second shot, and then I would like to try to see if there's like a magic shop somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's a lot over here in the market. Like we're in this area over here. There's a lot of different places you can go, different
Okay.
magic shops, all types of different silks, furs, pretty much anything you want. As well as there are numerous magic shops throughout Silvery Moon.
Okay.
Do they have boots with the fur? With the fur.
They did.
Apple bottom jeans. Shorty had them apple bottom jeans.
So Ron would know where to go, like the nearest magic shops.
Makes you
I don't know
think
if you
of
would,
Tropic Thunder.
Catalan. How often you've been here?
When we started the campaign, and I had only just literally arrived.
All right.
So I don't exactly know where I'm going, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Do you want to ask Ron or?
No, he looks like he's plotting against some people sitting over there, so I was just gonna take a second drink and slink away.
All right. So
Ron,
you get
if
up.
just so happen a potion of permanent polymorph into a kobold happened to slip into one of their drinks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is like, damn you, you fucking chaotic son of a bitch.
That would be bad.
I mean, I wouldn't be sad about it. I'd be kind of happy about it, but I don't know if I'd really.
That's like
condone it,
extreme.
but it's
if,
a little
I
extreme.
mean,
Like,
Are you saying if it happened or it did happen?
I'm just saying if it happened.
Gary, you do
Oh.
realize that after the sword, you're not chaotic evil anymore, not?
But my
Okay.
friend has a grudge, and therefore I am not beholden by standard laws
Ah,
morally. So I'm happy to help him out.
You know,
right. Well,
I'm thinking
well,
like
you
a waitress
do that.
spilling a drink on the kid. You're thinking like permanently turn him into a kobold. I'm trying to find a middle ground here. Somewhere
I might
in
still
between
have
the two.
I might still have
Between
one
the two
sample of
ideas.
that mind control drug from the drow.
Oh my gosh. Again.
He's just talking about ruining his outfit, and you're like, let's drug it.
I ruined
What is
his
your
life.
alignment, sir?
Yeah.
Finian's life revolves around
Drugs.
chemicals. So,
Drugs.
you know, that's his.
Yes.
When you got
Drugs.
what was it? Your only tool's a hammer. Every problem's a nail.
Everything's a nail.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have no liver by the time he's 110.
What's a liver?
All right.
Exactly.
Can I throw the waitress a couple of silver to like
Yeah, she comes over to you. You call her over. She's
Yeah.
like, "What can I do for you, sweetie?" It's down at your level
Please hold.
in a big oversized chair that you're sitting in.
Well,
I
you
have to-
see those guys over there? They're kind of jerks, and not kind of. They're totally
I
jerks.
know. Can't
If I
stand
gave-
them.
If I gave you a couple of silver, could you like oopsie daisy and drop like a drink or three on them? You know?
And she goes, "It'll be my pleasure, but a little bit more than that, maybe."
Oh.
2 silver?
Is she into you, Ron?
No, I was thinking more like a gold or two.
Oh.
Well,
I'll
I mean,
make it-
ultimately,
I'll make it real messy.
Okay, 1 gold.
Ow.
Goes done.
That's all I have.
That's all I have. Ron is so cheap. All right, you give
Oh,
her
that's
gold.
me.
Now I have 32.99 gold. God damn it, John. Now I
You
gotta
just
go
wanted it
make
to be an
another
even
gold.
number. So you hand her a gold. And
well,
she
how many
runs-
silver
behind
do
the
you
bar.
have? Just give her a gold's
I-
worth of silver.
No, I bought all those meats on the sticks for you with all my silver.
Oh, that's right.
It was worth it though, so I'm not complaining.
Ron doesn't
so
like the
she-
small bills.
Yes.
So she runs, and you can see she goes into the back of the kitchen. It's one of those doors that open both ways. She comes out with a big bowl of soup. And she goes right by the table, and she stumbles.
Is it like
really
a
hard
potato soup?
And it is. It goes right on, like down his face, his chest. It's not burning or anything like that. And she's like, "I'm so sorry."
That starch is going to be a bitch to get out of his clothes.
And then he stands up and he's like, "You dirty wench! What is wrong with you?"
Ooh.
We have to stand.
You're going to pay for this. He looks at her. You nasty, dirty girl.
I paid for it.
Oh.
Oh
no, we have to stand up to her. We have to stand up for her.
You little peasant girl. Go back to work.
That fucking movie, I swear to God. All right.
Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He goes, I'm going to have you a job for this. And he's like getting the potatoes and shit.
John, Finian would like to walk over, seemingly drunk.
She looks over towards you and gives you a wink, Ron.
I wink back, but I'm horrible at winking, so it's actually like a blink. But she gets the idea.
And she picks up the bowl and she scurries off.
The idea.
You do one of those uneven blinks, you know?
Yeah.
What were you saying, Gary?
No, I was saying if the whole berating of the waitress is too prolonged, Finian wouldn't mind just stumbling over like he's had one too many, and then just like bump into the guy. But I'm so sorry.
Now you got potato soup.
Do that?
On you.
Throw up on him a little bit.
If she walks away winking at Ron, probably not.
That's what she does. She used to see her wink at Ron.
It's kind of like that weird judgment call of like, it's been 30 seconds of this guy just laying into her and not in a sexy way. That something needs to be done.
Not in a sexy way? What is tonight? Oh my God.
No, but he does lay into her in a very rude way, as if he's better than her.
In a Karen way. Got it.
Yeah.
They all have matching Karen.
He finally gets up and he goes, "Come on, boys, we're out of here."
They walk away snapping.
And they walk out the door, never coming back to this place.
They all put on their T-birds jackets.
Let me catch you on my side of the tracks.
Like commoners.
Well, no, the fact is he's never coming back. It's like, don't make promises.
Yeah. Dude, it was worth every cent.
All right, Catalin, you kind of see this go on out of the corner of your eye.
I was going to say, how much of that did I actually make, or did I already leave?
You probably are on your way to the door when you hear the sound of the soup bowl splashing on him. You can hear this guy berating her, telling her she's nothing but a common wench. And as you walk out the door, you can see there is just sort of a little center square. There's a fountain in the middle. The lights are lit up, the torches and things like that. There's a knight in silver on horseback that sort of is strolling down the street. There are people in and about around in the city. A horse and carriage goes by, obviously with somebody important inside of it. What would you like to do?
I want to head to the shopping area and look for...
Do you ask anybody, or do you...
No.
Just gonna randomly walk? All right. Give me an investigation.
I think...
As you walk around for an hour.
I got a feeling that I think once Catalin was like, the 17th time she's like, I want to go shopping.
Hey, first roll of 2025.
All right, cool.
20
You walk up here towards a bow shot.
The previous year. Oh my God. All right.
Bow shot ride, I guess is the name of the road. Anyhow, there is a place called Miravars, which is kind of a big building, and you recognize it with the arcane symbols and things like that outside, that it is a magic shop.
Sounds lovely. Let's go inside.
All right. The front door.
I forget what time of day is it?
It's nighttime
night,
now.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock. And you guys
do we want Catalin? Do you want to go by yourself?
I've already gotten up and left the table because I don't give a fuck. I'm in a mood.
Well, no. Ultimately, all these other towns we've been in have like not been very safe. So
I'm never safe, apparently. So.
All right, fine. Eat my burgers.
I mean, she never uses mage armor, so yeah, she's never
I don't. It's a travel
She
day.
never puts on protection.
It's a travel. It's a travel day.
Give me a perception check, Alan.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
If I could click it, that would be great. Holy
Great
shit!
motherfucker! She
Who do
sees
I
everything.
see? Or is someone trying to scry on me? I don't know.
Around the corner, you're like right about over here. Let me move your token.
Yeah.
You get right
Whoa.
about there.
Oh shit! I'm all the way over there.
Yep, you come through these the big
I thought I
battlements
was
here
over
and things
here
like
by
that.
the blue tree. Sorry.
No, you came up this way. This is
Okay.
where Miravar's is. And you see leaning up against the building, there's somebody with a hood up over his head. But the one thing you do notice is he seems to have a red rose on the top left of his robe. You can't see his face, and he looks very tall, like abnormally tall and thin.
Mm-mm.
And Miravar's is right there in front of you if you want to go in the door, but you catch it out of the corner of your eye. I can't hear you.
How about now?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, there you
What the
go.
hell? Maybe when I unplugged it, I don't know. I asked, is he looking at me or is he just, I see him on the street and I catch the red rose?
I think
symbol.
with an Nat 20, you can tell he definitely glanced your way.
Fuck. Not good. Not good. But we don't even really know who the Red Rose people are, other than they were responsible for getting the orcs into Silvery Moon, right?
They definitely had a hand in it, yeah.
Yeah, they hired the glass blower, which, if I'm not mistaken, his shop is around here too.
It is.
Yeah, because this street with the little red flowers looked familiar. I'm gonna play it cool, like I didn't maybe see him.
You
And I'm gonna
snap your
pop
finger.
into Miravar's, but I
Okay.
definitely am going to summon Inky and keep an eye at the door and see if I see him like through the door glass or a window or something. Like if he is trying to keep eyes.
Yeah, so he sort of, as you walk to Miravar's, there's a little bell that dings when you go through the front door.
Good
You
evening.
can see there are all kinds of magical little trinkets and things like that.
Mhm.
There's a man, he's got a little goatee, and he's dark-skinned man, he's behind the counter. He's like, welcome to Miravar's. I am Mr. Miravar. It's very nice to meet you. He comes out to shake your hand. You look like a wizard of some renown.
Yes.
I would guess. I have all kinds of glassware here that you can look at. I have orbs and
I was more so
trinkets
interested if you had
and-
any ink for copying down spells.
arcane ink. Yes, I do have some of that for you.
Alrighty, I'll take a gander.
And he pulls out a few of the higher quality arcane inks. And hold on. Let's see.
I was gonna say what brands does he have?
I forgot the brand.
Baby Gap.
That's okay. Well, and here in Silvery Moon, a little bit more west, he could have a decent amount.
Well, that's true. This is a magic town.
Yeah, he could have ink from other places. Oh, it's a mystery.
So he's got I've got some of Flammerstad's best.
Flamsterd's finest.
Flamstead finest, yes.
That's literally the Moonshade ink. Yeah,
This came in the other day.
that's literally the ink from the Moonshade. How many?
I kind of want
vials
to
is
drink
that?
it.
How much
have-
of that do you have?
Looks delicious.
I only have enough for 2. If you're looking to scribe into your spellbook. But it's going to be a little bit more expensive because it is special ink.
It's import. It's an import.
What do you mean it's special ink? And what?
Well, I
what
have
kind of-
our standard ink, but this ink is very special. It's brought in from the Moonshade Isles, and you look like someone who might be from there.
I am, so 50 gold, right?
75 gold apiece.
Mm.
He's like, you should have brought your own, ma'am.
Get wrecked. Tourist prices.
I'm sure a
it
wizard like you
is.
could
I mean, in
afford
his
it.
defense, it is an import. I mean, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Moonshade
Anytime-
Isles is like all the way down there.
Tariffs, man.
Inky is like tugging on your shoulder and your
How
thing.
much I have to pay
I'll
when I
look down at him
He's,
briefly.
he's
Customs.
pointing at the door.
I will use my periffs so I don't look like I'm, turning and looking. What is the guy standing there?
Yeah, he's standing right outside in the street, staring in.
Does it look like a man or possibly 3 cats in a trench coat?
He's super tall.
Yeah, he's super tall. He looks like he's 7-8 foot. I mean, he towers, but thin, very thin.
So like 7 cats in a trench coat.
Fucking Slenderman. Okay, cool.
Yeah, very, very, and he has the robe completely covers him. You cannot see inside of the robe.
Like I can't see his face.
No, at all.
That's fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah. You just see these elliptical pupils staring back.
Mr.
Yes.
Miravar, quick question for you.
I have 2 standard inks if you'd like for 50.
Which one is that?
It's just standard. I don't even know where it comes from.
It doesn't even have a name provided to me.
I can't even use it for copying spells.
Nope, it is arcane ink, but it's not one of the ones that you would know.
Oh, John's introducing new brands. Or
Well,
brand list.
it's like it's the store's generic brand.
It's-
You know, it's got
It's the
it's
homebrew.
got just like it's just
It's
got like
the
a
store.
plain it's just got like a
have two
plain
that
white
came-
background, minimal
Holy
graphic
basket.
design, and it's like super deal economy arcane ink.
These
Yeah.
came from Luskin, and he pulls out 2 of the little bottles.
Luskin.
Yep, arcane ink.
Isn't that arcane ink?
Mhm.
Like the one I've been using all campaign long? Yeah, that one's made from the Arcane Brotherhood, which is the one I've been using all the game long. So how many of those do you have?
That
I
one
only
was
have 2.
delicious too.
All right,
These are hard to come by.
I'll take those 2 then because you're
100 gold then. Thank you.
You're overcharging me. All right, I took 100 gold off my thing, and I'm gonna up my fine inks for enchanting by 2. Mr. Miravar, quick question. Do you know the fellow at the window?
And he looks out the window and goes, no. Lots of people come to Silvery Moon for different reasons, but tall fellow,
Right.
though.
I was about to say you're not
Indeed.
getting like creepy vibes off of him. Can't see his face.
Yeah, I can't say it's
All right, let's flash back. Scene wipes, and we come back to Barley's. And the 3 of you are sitting down. The noble children have left. What are you guys going to do for the evening? Are we going to get a room, or are you going to head out, or what? Is there anything that you guys have seen that you guys need to do?
Is it possible once Catalin's gone, can we replace her with a bard?
I mean, you can always try to hire a bard.
double
No.
bird.
I'm not saying like get an
Yeah.
extra person like a bard. I'm saying like
Yeah.
replace her.
There's a human man playing the flute really good right now in the bar.
Ooh, tough call. What level is he? Can I see his character
Hard to
sheet?
tell.
How good is he playing?
Let me roll a d20 and see.
It said it was at 100, so I unplugged it, and now it's already dropped to 87. So I feel like it wasn't really at 100%.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's better than 37, which is where it was at.
Also, John, does he have one of those annoying Moonshay accents?
Oh, he's playing pretty good. So
Does he have an annoying Moonshay accent?
no.
Oh,
He's a
thank
little
God.
bit dark skinned. He looks like he might be from the desert.
Oh, that's fine. As long as he doesn't have one of those annoying, like, British drawl accents.
No, definitely
Then-
not. No.
Yeah. All right, let's get him in.
Oh wait, Katie, I can't hear
What?
you. Oh,
She was mine.
then
What the fuck is going on with my headset tonight?
No,
No, I think you were just miming to Sky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was kind of.
oh, I thought you were actually trying to
I
talk to
tilted his
him.
head, so I tilted my head, and then I was waving. I've just been casually like charades with him.
It's
Anyway,
it's still evening, right?
John, why'd you
um,
roll a random 1d20?
That was his performance check for the bard that's playing there tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
ugh, unlucky 13. Huh. Sounds like you're
That's
better off with
still-
me.
Well, he's got a few bonuses too, so it's pretty good.
Oh,
Shit.
I want to see his bonuses.
He's got a big bonus.
I know. I want to see it.
I
You
was
guys-
about to say do what was it they call it, like open casting call or whatever. We go
Open
and they
mic?
come up and you're like, okay, what kind of bonuses do you have? We want to make sure you're going to be a cohesive fit for this party. What kind of
It's like
bonuses? do you have?
Deadpool when they're interviewing all the superheroes.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You really lucky? How does that work?
Do you guys need
Domino is
anything?
awesome. Don't even.
Yeah. Do you guys
Oh
need
well,
anything?
yeah.
while
That whole thing with
That's from the
basically
cop.
anything that could have like damaged or happened to her didn't, because
Super lucky.
that's how she works.
All right. So, anything else at Barley's before we go back to Catalan?
John's trying to split the time because I take up so much because of all my role
I
playing.
just want to give everybody a chance to.
No,
to
I
do
know, and
something if they want
I
to.
already told you that you're awesome for that.
Do you guys need anything from shops before we go to bed?
I mean,
Well,
is
don't
there?
forget, Catalan said we don't even have to necessarily spend the night here if you don't want to. Like that was me talking in game before I went. I took a drink and I said we could technically hit the road tonight, and we only have to stop for like 4 hours. And then while you two sleep in the inside the carriage, Fenian and I could try to, pilot the horses.
Kind of sounds like you just.
We'll get to Rivenleaf faster. That's all.
Kind of sounds like you want some alone time with Fenian.
No, it's you two need to sleep for 8 hours, and we only need 4. So we only need to stop for 4, and then we can hit the road again. That's what the suggestion was. But if you want to stay 8 hours here and not make any forward progress, that's totally your prerogative. It's not my girlfriend in Rivenleaf waiting for me.
Yeah, let's go tonight. We should totally go tonight. That's a great idea. We should go right now, actually. Like right now. Right now.
While Catalan's still shopping.
Yeah, we should go right now. Let's go. Come on.
And we get up and start heading out.
Ron's
Say,
looking for a midnight
wasn't there
tryst
another one
with
of us?
Kymber.
Were there supposed to be 4 of us? No, we're good. We're all here.
And Ron's like, yeah, 4. It's like Fenian, Rexus, me, and Kymber. 4.
We're good.
We're on our way to go get our 4th right now.
Finian's
All right,
actually going
so-
to go check some shops and things.
Oh, see, shopping is important.
Yeah. So
That's
I
the
mean,
thing. I don't know if we need to truly buy anything else. Don't we still have our provisions and all that fun stuff from?
I always need arcane ink because now it's going to get used even more.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is Silvery
Needed for
Moon.
teleportation circle casting too, not just learning spells now.
There's a place called Blacksteel Arcana that is known to sell magical weapons.
Fenian.
So I don't know
It's
if you're
known for what
interested
now?
in
Sorry?
Selling
that.
magic
Selling
weapons.
magical weapons.
Magic weapons.
Well, hold on, because once we get to the orc place, we have to transform, and then we lose all our shit anyway. So
But I have
Yes.
the bag of holding that is got like
The schmancy
non-detection
bag.
on it. Like it doesn't. Like if you cast detect magic, the bag of holding doesn't glow,
Since
Yes.
since I just bought a new
so everything can be sorted.
sword,
We
I'm
didn't
more
buy
so
it, we were
looking for
gifted
like magic accessories. I bought through my deeds. Thank you, Madam Sass.
Because you were like cheapest one you got, and then he's like, it's on the castle, and you're like, it's most expensive one you got.
You betcha.
Yeah. You want magical accessories though? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what is it you're looking for exactly?
I don't know. So I've already got a decent AC, but think something utilitarian. We're about to walk into a massive horde of orcs. So I know the whiny one has a amulet of spell storing, and
That is not nice to talk about Ron that way.
I don't know, anything that could, provide any emergency healing or even a quick escape if necessary.
Speaking of that amulet, do you remember, Katie, what we have stored in that?
Yep, I have it written down.
All right, good.
I have 2 healing spells from you, and I loaded it up with something from myself because I can't.
Little special something something.
Little something something.
Nice.
I wonder if casting spells out of there is the same as.
So give me an investigation check, Fenian. I'm assuming you walk off on your own then, or do you guys all walk together?
I mean, I'm not going to bore them with my shopping, so I'm happy to walk off on my own.
All right.
Walk alone.
24.
All right. So you're going through the shops
I got
over
a
here and looking
24.
at different things and trinkets and things that they have. One vendor claims to have a portable hole.
Ew, gross. I'm
Really?
not falling for that again.
The fucking
he
Bugs
said.
Bunny hole?
You're like, I'm not falling for that again.
Like you're talking to him, you tell him you're looking for items. He goes, I have something special. He goes, I have a hole. You lay it on the ground and you can get in it.
That's anything with a shovel, sir. You're asking me to dig my own grave.
He goes,
Five silver
what it
per
is.
shovel.
One person fits in the hole.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know anything about this particular item?
It turns out you actually put it against the wall in the bathroom, and
Jesus.
11. I mean, not really. I mean,
Yeah, no.
you think it probably creates some sort of pocket dimension, sort of like a bag of holding.
So here's my thing about pocket dimensions. I don't want it to act like, I'm wearing a bag of holding. I hop into the hole and suddenly the bag of holding's a black hole, right? I'm not trying to kill myself that way.
He goes, no, this is special. You won't die in this one. That's what they tell me.
Who tells you? Do they happen to wear red?
Well, there were people coming through town. They had a portable hole. I bought it. They said that you could lay it down and just jump in the hole.
He's like, hold on, they gave me a sticky note with the instructions.
it's like handwritten.
Yeah.
How much is this
We actually traded
portable
for
hole?
everything. He goes, well, I mean, it is a magic item, and magic items are rare to come by, but for you, I will give it to you for 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Can you try it out before you buy?
Before you buy.
Actually, that's a good question. Can I?
And he looks around and goes, I guess.
Yeah, man. Slap
pulls
it
it
down.
out.
Let me hop in your hole.
And,
Think about it.
literally rolls up like a little
in
piece
your-
of cloth.
In
And then he
real
slaps it down on the
life,
ground.
when you put out that much money, you're usually buying a computer or a phone or something.
Gotta
You
be a
don't-
floor
the-
model.
there isn't just they're like, hey, you want this phone? You're like, dude, I want to actually try the phone out.
He slaps the hole down on the ground. He goes, go on in.
Dip a toe in. Just in case.
I take a hand and I put it in.
Your hand sort of disappears inside of it.
You now have just one hand.
Yeah, you pull it back out, nothing comes
Stick
with
my
it.
head in.
All right. Looking around, it's completely dark.
You now have 0 heads.
But it does look like light is coming in from above. As if you can't see in, but you can see out.
That's okay.
I can think of a couple of uses for this. I'm going to try and haggle him down from 1,000, though.
The other
All right, give me a persuasion check.
It definitely has a bottom, right? Can you drop an item in it and it doesn't keep falling forever?
He goes, all right. He goes, I'll give it to you for 800.
I can do 800.
And he goes, deal? He holds his hand out for you to shake it.
Deal.
All right. He shakes on it. You are the proud owner of a portable hole. So you can use an action to put down this hole and jump into it. When you're inside the hole, people can reach in and grab you and things like that. But you're in a hole basically.
Is it paper or fabric? What
like
I'm
a
trying to figure out.
fabric material, yeah.
With a hole painted on it, like Bugs Bunny
No,
style?
it's just like a black round piece of fabric.
Huh. That's pretty fucking cool.
I was thinking of like the Roger Rabbit, like when he uses the black thing.
Yeah,
but
like
that's
he's
Well,
Yeah,
it'll
very,
be
very
interesting-
Looney Tunesy.
create a literal hole because that's how he gets
It'll
out
be
of the
interesting to
magnet.
see if you put somebody in the hole and then pick up the hole and wrap it up.
Yeah,
And take it with you.
they'll
What
start
happens then?
suffocating after 10 minutes. They start suffocating after a while.
Maybe. All right, cool. Anything else, Fanny? That's about the only interesting, like, magical item that you come across, unless you're looking for something specific.
No, that'd be fine.
Rex is wrong. Anything for you guys? By the way, all three of you, can you give me perception checks, please?
Oh shit.
I imagine when Fenian went out shopping, I was probably just wandering around with him.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
I'm,
you left the bar?
I'm grabbing a GIF.
I don't see shit.
There we go.
Oh my. I would like to buy something for Kymber.
Perception.
I like how you keep bringing her back like gifts from your travels.
Yes.
22. Rexus, where are you when all this? Are you by yourself? Across the street is the fur trader that you always trade with. when
Me
you
and
come
Rexus
here.
always hold
Gives
hands.
you a good
It's known
price.
fact.
Well, I was about to say, I thought we were still at the tavern.
Yeah, but Greg just said if anyone was going to leave, he would go with them. So.
I would
So,
go
Fenian
out.
and Ron take off towards the market. Do you stay? Do you go? What do you do?
I would.
Do you stay or do you go?
We can't hold hands if you're still at the tavern.
I was about to say I'll probably go with them.
Come on, Rexus. I'll buy you meat on a stick. Meat's
All
on
right, as you're
sticks.
there, you can see Fenian is trying out the portable hole. Ron is looking around.
He just sticks
You
his head
know.
in the ground like an ostrich at one
Yes,
point.
he's sitting on the ground. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a very tall individual wearing a black robe. And what catches your eye with a 22 is it looks to be a little bit of a rose symbol on the top right of his robe.
The rose symbols are bad. Fenian said so.
Fenian?
Fenian.
I'm here.
He stepped away. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
The
Yeah, because
Oh, is it-
they're the guys from when we were last in Silvery Moon, right? We didn't see any of them in Sundabar, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I
Sundabar
forget. Are
was
they
the guy
are they
who
connected
exploded.
with the Star Spawn or?
No, they're more connected with the Oblivion because they
Yeah.
were the ones that commissioned that guy to make that glass thing, and that's how orcs got into the city on our very first session.
Yep.
Because I remember in the very beginning of the game that it was like people with roses were connected to bad stuff.
Yeah, I thought that they might be, and then suddenly black robes with stars on them. Those are
Yeah.
the guys.
Yeah.
It's very much
Rose is
some
more the
profiling
Oblivion.
going on.
The same time though, if you want to blend in, why do you send a dude that's like 7 feet tall? He's like, I'm wearing a robe. You can't
Unless
see
they're not
who
trying-
I am.
Unless they're not trying to super blend in right now and they want us to see that we're being followed. I
Well,
don't.
that is a possibility. It's just as someone who's like, my character's almost 7 feet tall, the fact that it's like, dude, we can see.
We see you.
Everyone
He's a
can see
tall
me.
guy.
We can see.
Put a big flower on his collar. You can't miss him.
Yeah. He doesn't seem
But
to
yeah, no,
care.
I will.
Is it a corsage?
No.
I will mention the Fenian, and chances are it probably will be the thing. Just like I couldn't remember as a player. Rexus will just probably be like, weren't robe wearing people with roses bad news when the last time we were here?
They sure were.
Yeah, there's a dude over there. He's taller than me, and that's how he's dressed.
Very thin, though, he looks to be.
Emaciated. He's hungry. Maybe he wants a snack.
Yeah, he has this
I got
robe up
muscles.
over his head. And
Yeah.
people are walking around him, almost like they don't even notice him. It's very strange.
Oh.
And he
That's
has like,
trees.
and you cannot see his face at all. It's almost a little bit creepy.
Hate that.
And it's nighttime.
Oh, like the what was it? The Scrooge. The
I was
old
just thinking that.
the old
The third
70s one.
spirit.
The third spirit. He was super tall, and then the interior of his robe was just black. You couldn't see like any face at all. And every time Scrooge tried to talk to him, it just kind of like looks at him, and it's like, yeah, he's not conversational, buddy.
They seem to be actively pursuing us and keeping a distance, or
Keeping a distance appears to be.
Definitely keep an eye. I don't know if he was trying to be.
Catalan.
Well, if other people aren't noticing him there, maybe he's got some magical thing to be, Yeah, there we go.
does it
That's
seem
from,
like only? That's from the Muppets one.
Yeah.
Does it seem
I
like
know,
there's
that's
only
my
one of
favorite
them?
one.
Appears to be only one, yeah.
I mean, if we need to, we could always just orc off individually, and then he can't tail all of us, and then we can make it back to our whatever our abode is for the evening. Or if we're heading out of here, I don't know.
I have a question though. Is there another one of these guys with Catalan? Because she's off shopping by herself.
These
I don't
three.
even remember what
fine.
she was looking for.
These
She's like an
maybe.
8 AC. She'll be fine.
She was all grumpy about it.
That means she's more
cast
likely to
Big Mama?
fire off a fireball.
All right. Well, if something catches on fire, then we'll know where the other tall, mysterious person with the red rose is.
While
was.
these guys are worried about like tall, strange weirdos, I would like to buy Kymber some helm earrings.
An engagement ring.
Ooh,
And an
elm
engagement.
earrings. Give me an investigation check.
All right, please hold. Investigation. If you sing it, you get a better roll.
You're not a bard anymore.
I didn't sing that good, I guess. That's a 6, John.
Investigation.
I mean, you're looking around here in the market. There's not a lot of great places where you can buy like really nice fine jewelry. You do know of a place like further up to the north of town, and also like further down here to the south.
Specifically
where there's
earrings that are for helm.
There's a place
That's a
called
hard
Moon-
fight.
Yeah, Moonlight Gemworks, where they could probably make that for you.
Custom.
But that's over here to the south. But where you're at, no helm earrings
All right.
or anything like that.
I guess I'll get her a stupid snow globe then. Like a helmet.
people like
Still goes
those.
in there.
I guess
Yeah.
it'll be diamonds then.
It's a little model of Silvery Moon.
Some people like snow globes. Anyway.
But if you do want to go to the gem store, I mean, you can buy a nice ring there and have anything fashioned for you.
I don't know if we have time now because we're literally like,
Yeah, custom piece.
Do you want to buy her an engagement ring?
dude, I'm the gift shop at the airport. I'm like 3 hours from going to visit my mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I got to get some of the
I mean, they'll
11th
definitely
hour.
have rings there that you can buy that might be valuable.
I was about to say that's true. This place will actually have some.
Do we have time to go, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Guys, do we have time to go to the jewelry store?
Don't see why not.
Now
Yeah,
we
go
can
find
always see if Big Tall and Mysterious decides to follow us.
All right. So you got to take a boat and a ferry over the river into the southern section of the city, where you can go to Moonlight Gemworks.
Do we want to fetch Catalan
Back
before we start
to you,
crossing rivers?
Catalan.
We
So,
should
Catalan, you have sort of finished your business here
Yeah.
with Miravar.
Yeah.
He goes, thank you so very much, so very much.
No,
And
thank
he
you.
bows to you.
Yes. All right. Guess I'm off. And I'll look kind of at the door.
And you can
Does
see the
Does
tall.
homeboy stay there when I
man.
turn around?
He
Or
stays
does
there, yeah.
Mr. Mirva, is there a bookshop nearby?
Hold on, let me check my notes.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Just want to have like a destination, I guess, like when I leave.
Arg, where's my notes? Hold
Or
on.
go back to the
Hold,
tavern where
please.
those three
Hold,
were
please.
sitting. Yeah.
There we go.
The one's called Many Cats Lane. That's funny. Books and cats and books and cats and books and cats. Oh, Ron disappeared.
Yeah, Ryan has to go pee in the potty.
Oh, okay.
There's a place called the Silver Quill,
Ooh.
which is basically within the same area as you guys. He says he knows the proprietary, a woman
Yeah.
named Eleonora. If you would
Okay.
like to go there, it is highly recommended.
So, like, if I leave, do I hook a left, and then what?
You would hook a left, go up further north into the city, and you can't miss it. It's right off of High Axe Lane. Go up to
Nice.
High Axe Lane, make a right, and it's on your left.
Righto. All right, I will start to walk towards the door, and I want to make it seem like I don't really I haven't noticed this guy.
Okay.
I'm trying not to like stare at him too bad.
So as you open the door, you hear the little bell ring, and you can see this towering figure kind of standing in the middle of the road. It's staring at you, but you don't see anything inside of his robe or anything. And
I'm trying to play it cool, like I don't even see him.
You hear a voice. It's almost like a woman's voice coming from it, and it says, "Catalan, you must let this happen. It is for the greater good.
Sorry, what's going on then?
The Oblivion is not what you think. We know Heli the Illustrial has sent you on a mission to help. You must let it happen."
Wait, is this coming from the rope
Yeah.
figure?
Does the voice sound at all like?
No, it almost has
Familiar?
like a
Oh my
ring
God,
to it.
no, Gary! You're sharing the scary movies
What's wrong with the invasion of the body snatchers, huh?
because it's fucking creepy as shit. Just look at Donald Sutherland's face, right? Oh my God!
Wait, has he been body snatched? Is that why he's acting
That's
so weird?
literally the ending of the movie. Yeah, he survived the
Yeah.
entire movie, and then you find out that he's been body snatched.
Oh, I thought it
Spoilers
was
for
just...
a like 60-year-old movie.
Yeah,
Damn it,
Well,
Gary.
I've never seen the movie, but based on, his clothes and his hair, it's an older movie, so I just assumed, people acted differently back then in movies, so I didn't realize that it was
Back in the
actually...
70s, that's how you like said goodbye to someone.
Well, in some of the old movies, when the people are like frightened by something, they'll do this really close and zoom on their face, and they're like, ah, So it's like he just looks like he's upset in an old movie. I didn't realize he actually means that he got body snatched. Now that I know he's been body snatched, you're right. That is very creepy looking.
Spoiler alert. Anyway, so female voice from the third spirit visiting me in the night. Christmas Carol reference. Saying like basically don't stop the Oblivion from what he's doing.
The new order has to happen.
Mm,
It will be for the
Gotcha.
greater
You lost me at
good.
New Order.
what new order are you talking about?
What's that?
I said, and what new order are you
So
talking
you
about?
turn around and face this
Well, if
thing?
it's talking to me, yeah. Now I'm gonna look at it.
When you look at it, it doesn't say anything. It just sort of looks down at you. You can see the robe has a dark hole in it.
Fine. What if I look away at it? Look away at it. Look away from it.
As you
Go.
look away from it, the robe just drops to the ground.
That's fucking creepy as shit. All right. Fuck.
It appears to be completely empty.
But the robe is on the ground?
The robe is on the ground.
Did the red rose stay?
It's red rose stayed.
I'm gonna take the robe.
Okay.
Free robe. Nice.
Free robe.
It's huge. It would give you a long train in the back.
Well, just hem it.
Does her armor go of above 8?
Shit.
The
And does
I was
the
about
female
to say
voice
when
sound
we
familiar at all?
go to infiltrate the orcs and stuff, the turn into an orc and put on the robe, and you're like, oh, I'm one of the cult magic users.
Exactly. Did the female voice sound familiar at all?
No, it has sort of a trill to it almost.
A trill to it? Well, that's not good. I'm gonna shove the robe in my backpack. And then since I don't know that they went anywhere else, I'm gonna hightail it back to the Barleys.
All right, you hightail it back to Barley's. In
Yeah.
the meantime, you guys catch a boat. You get across the river over here, and you
Oh
come
my
down.
god, they're taking a boat?
The moon. The
We were
moon
gonna.
bridge
Are we
is
gonna like?
broken right now. It's not actually active. There's ferries that going back and forth to this side of
Yeah, it's like the
I know
ferry
we
at Disney
flew-
World.
Like, do we actually want to like cross a river before getting a hold of Catalan?
I feel like we should find Catalan before we get on a boat.
I think so. I mean,
Alright,
I
you
hate to
guys-
say it, but I kind of need her advice.
All right, do you guys head back to Barley's to pick her up?
Well, they don't
Sure.
know I'm at Barley's.
Well, I would assume you guys.
I mean, that's the
had
last place that we
some
saw
place to
you,
meet.
so.
Yeah.
Well, when Catalan left, did she make any mention about where she was gonna shop?
Nah, she was drunk.
I don't think. No, I had 2 shots. That's not drunk.
Well, did you say? Because I'm sure at some point you got up and start to leave. We're probably like, hey, because like I said, all the other towns we've been in so far have been dangerous to split up. Would she have mentioned anything to us when we've inevitably have inquired? You know, where are you heading?
She might have said she needed some magic-y things you wouldn't understand, being non-magical.
Well, yeah, definitely not. But still, at least we get an idea where you went.
I mean, for simplicity's sake, I can say you guys meet back up at Barley's and take the boat back over to this area to go to the Moonlight Gemworks.
Well, when
to
I
get
see
in
them
for,
at Barley's, I'm gonna show them the robe. Be like, so we have a problem.
Yep, we had one following us too.
No, wait, I would say if she shows us the robe, we're gonna like look back out on the street. Is the thing still standing there?
Yes, it is.
So,
All right.
Is
well,
this
there's
literally like
that
the
one.
movie It Follows?
the bad news is they already know the whole plan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they already know that Lady Illustrial spoke to us, gave us the polymorph potions and polyjuice potion, and know that we're going to try and go stop the Oblivion. And apparently we shouldn't. We should let it happen. So.
Well, do they actually know her plan, or they're just know that we're trying to stop the Oblivion?
Because it's a pretty reasonable shot in the dark.
I mean, I didn't have a chance to really ask all of those inquiries.
Did it
before
explode?
all of a sudden.
We've seen a lot of people explode recently.
No, just kind of the robe fell to the ground, and there was nobody inside.
They're a nudist?
Don't be stupid. Maybe.
Well, I don't have
Um,
intelligence, I guess.
I was about to say, it's like, yeah, she goes, and then all of us just start arguing with each other. It's like, no, it's a nudist. Yeah, but you can see nudists. They're not invisible. It's invisible. No, but it's not. You can pass through it. What are those things called again? Incorporeal. Meanwhile, Catalan's just like banging her head against the wall and getting another drink.
I hate all of you. So you have one following you then? Yeah. Based
I
on
was gonna say, I'll just look out the window. Yeah, still there. It hasn't spoken to us, though. I mean, I assume they know that we're gonna try to stop them, but the question is, do they actually know the plan, or they just don't want us to stop them?
I don't know, but I have an idea. Wait here, and I want to get up and walk towards the other tall
Okay.
robe figure.
Yeah, it's really weird. The closer you get to it, it seems like he continues to get further away, but you don't really see him move.
Shit. Either this one's not meant to talk to me, or because I know that he's there.
I was about to say, what does that look like watching from inside?
Catalan just walking in place.
Yeah, actually,
Almost
what
like
does it look like? What does it look like to
It
them?
looks like he is moving further away from you the closer you move to him. Like keeping a good 100 feet, 75 feet distance.
Wow, that's a lot of feet. What if I go like around a building and try to come out behind them?
Do you want to do a stealth check?
Haha!
Yeah, maybe I do want to do a stealth check,
He leaves a little bit of poop behind.
which I
Just
have
use
advantage on
vortex warp
because
to
I
bring
have
'em to
cool
you.
boots.
Wasn't Vortex Warp? I thought it's only
Damn it.
like what 60.
Why didn't that work?
That works. What do you mean?
I was supposed
Yeah,
to roll with
so-
advantage. I held the shift button down. I'll take the 15.
All right. Yeah, so you come around the corner and he still is further away, even though you know he probably didn't see you, but you just can't seem to get close to this guy.
I was about to say, so as we're staring out the window, it's like, I think she's splitting up again.
She's splitting up from herself now. I mean, I have an idea of something I could do, but I don't know if it's gonna be bad.
What are you going to do?
You want us to join you?
Well, I want to try casting a cantrip, but I don't know if that's strong enough magic that it would do a d20, or if it's okay to just do a cantrip because that's such minor. You know, it's minor.
Will it trigger
Minus,
the
not
wild
minus.
magic?
It is up to you.
I mean, it's kind of worth it. I think I'll try message at it if it's only like 75 to 100 feet away. It's totally within range.
Hold on a second.
I want to talk to your manager.
My name's Catalin, not Karen. Thank you.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
All right, so what are you casting?
The message cantrip.
To who?
The figure.
All right, roll a d20 from me, please.
Fuck.
All right, so you cast a spell without any issues. You manage to pull some power from the weave. Nothing. You get nothing. Like there's nothing there.
Like I can't even.
You can't.
Like I
connect
can't
with-
even target.
Yeah, I can't even connect with whatever mind
So
is.
it's not even a
whatever's
creature.
there.
It's just like,
So there's not.
well,
really
it like
there.
spoke in like, because what was it? It didn't respond to your questions, did it? Did it just make it the announcement?
No,
and
in
then
fact,
collapse?
once I acknowledged it, then it kind of went away. I have a feeling this one is meant for one of you. I'm not sure which one, because all three of you were together. I'll head back to Barley's and be like, it wants to talk probably to one of you three. Walk towards it. Don't talk to it. Don't look at it. And just let it speak to you. See if it tells you something different from what mine told me, I guess.
I mean,
Might as well
I'll
go
do it,
together because
sure.
I don't know which one it wants to talk to.
Penny, and you go to walk towards it.
Sure.
All right. It does not get further away from you. And you get all the way up close to it as you look at this towering robe, basically.
Dude.
Well, I told him not to look at it.
Boop its nose. You hear me shout out, boop its nose!
It doesn't have a nose.
Shh.
It says
Just because
Penny,
you
and-
didn't
and
see
like
a nose.
Yeah.
a female, like almost like a female voice. It says, you must let this happen. It is for the greater good. The evils of this land need to be cleansed.
Define evils.
All right, and he or whatever it is, goes into his robe, and you can see kind of a grayish hand with long fingers, and it has a bracelet, and he holds it out to you.
What's the bracelet look like?
It's blue, and it's got like lots of little lights around it.
Do I get the heebie-jeebies, i.e. Tomb Warden, from this thing?
Definitely gives you the heebie-jeebies, but you're not sure what this is.
Can I do an
It's one of
Arcana
those
check?
glow it's one of those glow
He
bracelets
says,
from Skate Away.
Put this on, and all will be understood. Join the fold.
I've learned not to put on strange things. I've been possessed for like a week now.
Have you learned?
So no, I haven't. But they don't know that. So I'm cool with being me, not some, cult member.
This will protect you
From
the coming
what?
onslaught.
You know what also helps protect me?
From
A sword.
The purge. All will be purged, Fenian.
24 hours, no laws, I'm in.
And then it takes his hand and he snatches up this bracelet, and he goes, "So be it." And you can see the robe just friggin' drops to the ground.
Free robe.
I'll take the robe.
All right, take it. Big, long, tall, black robe with a big red rose on the.
I'm gonna look like
left.
Gabi Flay wearing this thing.
John, I all of a sudden just got a really bad feeling. And I don't know
What?
why. I just have a really bad feeling.
Do you know why? It's because it's John.
Yeah, I'm thinking back. So what did it say? Well, does Fenian come back and tell us what his said? So that we kind of know. Okay. And John, I'm so sorry. Can you kind of repeat it one more time?
He said, "Take this and come into the fold with us."
No, but about like the purge, more about the purge part, like the
There will
beginning.
be a purge of all the evil in this land.
It has to be cleansed.
Has to be cleansed.
Oh my God. Jonathan.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
So it's Katie's fault. Got it.
I have to pee too. freak out.
All right, so
Bow, bow,
this
bow,
encounter
bow.
happens. Finian comes back, tells you guys the whole story. Do we fast forward over to the jewelry store with Ron?
Yeah.
Or is there anything else we need to go through on this one?
The only thing would be on the whole walk, boat ride, all the things. Catalin looks paler than usual after all of this has gone down. But
Did
she's
those
still
shots
keeping.
not sit well with
she's-
you, or
She's keeping very quiet.
I don't notice.
I know. Her brain is thinking at high drive.
So coming over here, this is
I smell
called
smoke.
Melekai's Glade.
Uh-huh.
There's like a wall around it. But over here by this big tower over here, which is the Vault of the Sages.
Are the trees really those colors?
Yeah, there's trees are all kinds of different colors. This
That's
place
cute.
is full of color.
Ow! Oh, I hit my foot.
But anyhow, right over here, you make a right going down the street, and then you see the sign for
My toes are cold.
where is
Put on.
for Moonlight Gemworks. And as you walk in through the front door, there is a gnome who's got like this little like headset thing on his head, which has all these like little different types of magnifying glass things on it that can come down. He's sitting on a stool up high, and he looks up when you walk in, and you can see there is a lot of different gems that are behind this glass. Yeah, very similar to that. And
He's busting out his appraisal gear. He gets advantage on.
And actually, she is. You hear it's kind of a soft music playing, probably magically in some way.
Wait, it's a he or a she?
It's a she. It's a female gnome,
Oh, this is gonna be good.
and she says, "Hello, welcome. Come.
John,
What
I'm
can I
gonna
get for
slap.
you?"
I'm gonna slap 5 copper on the counter and say, "Give me your finest ring."
And she looks down at the copper. She looks over at you. She goes and
Don't
she
insult her.
throws down a little tiny copper ring. She goes, "Here you go."
It was actually made from like 1 copper piece. They just like ringed it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need
She
something
goes,
a little
"I'm
bit.
sure you can do much better than that." And you can
I'm
see
gonna-
in the glass shelf in front of her, and you can see engraved on the top of this glass is all these arcane symbols, probably protection symbols of some kind.
Oh, naturally.
And you can see down there is a beautiful diamond ring.
When you say beautiful, how many gold pieces are we talking beautiful?
A big diamond ring. And do you ask her?
Well, no. I tell her the story about when I was, I don't know how old, I think I'm like 25, 26, something like that. I mean, I don't know how like halfling ages work and shit, but when I was younger.
when he was a young boy.
When I was a young boy, I was in
Take them to the city.
a class.
See a marching band.
And she sat like 3 seats in front of me. And I used to stare all class long at Kymber. And I used to doodle little pictures of her in my notebook. And I tell this gnome this
She's
whole
like,
story.
uh-huh. He goes, "Okay, yeah, story of love. I've heard this before."
Oh, you've heard this story before.
Yes, we sell lots of rings here.
Yeah, Kymber was here last week.
How much are you willing to spend?
How much?
Getting right down to brass tacks.
Yeah, how much do you know?
How much money is in
Copper
your
tax.
money bag?
I'm gonna
right
point
now.
at that big diamond ring. And
Oh, that's the nice one down there.
Mhm.
That is 1,200 gold. Yeah, any woman would fall in love with you at the sight of this ring. And she pulls it out. She holds it up.
I like to think she fell in love with me already, and the ring doesn't matter.
Yes, but this ring will seal the deal.
Is it magic?
Well, no, but it's a beautiful ring.
Do you have rings that are imbued with magic?
I was about to say,
We do.
Fenian bought a magic hole for 800 gold.
Yeah. You should have just bought her a friggin' magic hole.
I bought a literal hole in space-time.
Yeah, for 800 gold.
Reasonable price. Any rings of protection?
We do. We have some rings of protection.
Oh shit.
Is this something you'd like to get for her?
Yes. How much?
She goes, I have one here, and she pulls it out, and it's actually blue. You can see it's got like little inlaid gems around it. It's like just a regular circular ring like that, and it's a ring of protection +1. Let me see how much of those go for.
Like 50 gold, 60 gold. They're not much.
They're
pretty cheap.
The internet.
This one I think it came from overseas, so it's probably a lot cheaper than your normal ring.
So rings of protection. This is going to actually be a little bit more money.
What?
So
At least it does something.
this one is I could sell to you for 2,000 gold. But it will protect her. But it's not nearly as beautiful as this one. And she pulls out the diamond. You know, it's not overly big either. I can get it sized for you right now. For your halfling fingers. It'll fit perfect.
What does
The
a ring of
magical
protection
one
do?
will automatically resize itself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ring of protection. What does that offer for her?
Well, you know, sometimes they say these magical rings will help you from getting hurt.
Okay. Hey, John. What does ring of protection offer her?
+1 to her AC.
+1 to all saving throws.
Thank
+1
you.
to all saving throws, yeah.
How much did you say? 2,000?
2,000.
And that's
I only
Leo.
have 1,500 gold, and then I'm gonna explain another Kymber.
What did you spend all your money on? Oh,
I'm gonna literally shh. And then as I'm like digging through my purse, I'm gonna tell her another story about like how,
You try to get her down.
like Kymber totally didn't like see me exist, and I was like head over heels in love with her. Would it be
give me a
persuasion?
persuasion check, yeah.
My stories give me advantage, right?
Sure. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we don't need no stinging advantage. Get out of here.
She sighs and she goes, fine, it sounds like this is a story of true love. I'll give it to you for 1,800.
No. Maybe you missed what I said. I only have 1,500.
She goes, I have to make money on this. I'm sorry. These normally go for 2,500 in any other city.
Let me look again and see how much I got. All right, I will.
Well, since he keeps saying he only has 1,500, then I will pitch in the 300 to bring it up to 1,800.
No, I double
Rex's
counted.
big hulking form comes over. It's like, hey, I'll give you.
Well,
300.
that way, then you don't have to reveal to her that you actually had more than 1,500 gold.
No, I'm actually revealing that I'm a halfling and I'm a fucking idiot and I don't know how to count. Look at that! I have a little pouch on the side that has another 300 gold. 32.99 because John's a jerk. Minus 1,800. 14.99.
All right.
All right, tell you what.
Protection +1.
I will give you 17.99 for it.
She sighs. Fine.
All right, good. All right, so I have 1,500 left. Good.
And pat yourself down. You're like, oh wait, hold on, I found a bunch of copper.
Can she engrave on it for free?
Yeah,
goes,
she's
"What
gonna
would you
want
like it to say?"
gold.
It's what?
She says,
Say-
"What would you like it to say?"
Well, shit. I shouldn't have asked that question. I'll think about it, but yeah.
well, you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it because
I know. No. How long is it gonna take? Because we might
Gary's
have
doing
to.
squats.
He's on his little bouncy ball.
Gary bouncing baby. Except I'm
Um,
now like half off the camera.
That's okay.
To my truest love.
Still see your face.
Period. I will protect you forever. Actually,
Alright.
hold on.
It's a lot
Hold
of
on.
characters for a little
I
ring.
know.
To my
Ring.
truest love, I will protect you forever.
Okay. And so she takes the ring and she goes in the back, and you can see she pulls down all of her little things, and that she can look really closely to it. And she takes some like instrument that you're not sure what it is, and starts going to town. She goes,
You start
"It'll
hearing
be a few
power
minutes.
tools just.
It'll be a few minutes." And do you guys
It's
do
probably
anything else?
it's probably like a magical laser because she's etching something into a magical.
Yeah.
I would stand at the window, John, and keep an eye out for more Rose Roby people.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I think he looks at you worriedly.
He's probably sensing my
Yeah,
unease.
you get a good look out there, and you don't see any.
With a 20, do I see anybody else of interest?
I know.
Okay.
Not at this time of night. It's getting toward evening. So she comes back, and it's engraved in the inside of the ring, done very nice and like script. And she goes, "Thank you very much. It was good doing business with you."
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right, you snatch up the ring of protection +1,
Yes.
and you guys head on your way. Alrighty, now where do we go? Are you guys leaving the city now, or are you?
I think we should
staying
leave.
The evening.
We need to go. We
So you
need to
head
get out of here. That's
into
my
the
vote.
Silver Marches.
This is my vote, but I'm just saying.
Okay, is that where
Yeah, I think
you
we should
guys
go
go out
out.
the gate, the south gate?
I don't know. Nobody else is role playing or saying anything.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, that works, yeah.
And
Seems
so
like a
Kymber-
reasonable choice to make.
All right. So
Yeah,
you got to go
go.
collect your carriage, I assume.
Go get the carriage so we
Carriage.
move faster. And
Okay.
then
Cowage
So,
is what brings us
It is
together.
evening. It's going to take probably 3/4 of a day to get to Rivenleaf, so you would get there in the morning.
I was going to
You-
say, can we stagger this so that we can travel?
Non-stop.
Like, as soon as we get in the carriage, I'm willing to do my trance right away, 4 hours, and then
I
trade
can
off.
drive, and then Cadlin
I
can
was gonna say,
drive, and then somebody
I
else
will
can
trade-
drive.
Right. Like, I will trade off with Ron and Rexus or whatever
Yeah, I think you can do
so that we don't stop. So I will go in the carriage and I will immediately like kick up my feet and I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll put my hood up and
Good,
you know
we don't want to talk to
fold
you.
my arms and just kind of zone out.
She's
for 4 hours.
hungover.
So you head out toward the south gate, and finally you do leave Silvery Moon behind you. You have to kind of go down a path. This isn't like a well-traveled road to get over to Rivenleaf, but Rexus knows the way, and he can give you general directions on where to go. But there is a road that actually leads there. You finally get to the edge of the Silverwood. You haven't actually seen any encounters or anything like that. It's been pretty quiet, just the sound of the birds and the night animals off in the distance. Finally, you reach the edge of Silverwood about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and by the time the sun comes up, I don't know who's driving the carriage.
Well,
I mean, how many hours is this?
yeah, I was going to say, I was going to trance right away so that I would be available after, like if it's dinner time, like I would be good to go from 10 o'clock on.
I would say probably Ron, Rexus, and Cadlin are sleeping or trancing. I would drive the first 4 hours. Cadlin would drive the second 4 hours, and then Ron and Rexus are awake after having a long rest.
I guess it depends. How long does it take us to get there by buggy?
Yeah.
Would Rexus have an estimate?
Yeah, you would get there by morning, by the time the sun is coming up.
If we went all night.
So 8
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ron always goes all night.
right.
Oh, no, oh, no.
So you follow the path, and actually the path gets nicer. It turns into more of a cobblestone road as you get closer to Rivenleaf, and the trees, you can see them towering over you.
Fanny and Ron and Rexus just get woken up from cobblestone.
Yeah,
Just thinking of how many
Silverwood is a beautiful
shocks.
forest. Rexus, you've spent a lot of time in here hunting and things like that. And Ron, this is where you grew up. This is where your hometown is. So you're very familiar with Rivenleaf. Let me tell you a little bit about Rivenleaf itself.
I'm going to assume we took a long rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone took a long rest, so I think that'll be fine. Using the carriage, you can do that. So Rivenleaf is a halfling village. Basically, all the cottages are halfling sized, with charming thatched roofs, round doors. There's a couple of lakes that are in throughout here. There's also some farming places. There is a large orchard in the middle of the forest that House Kymber runs. That's one of the things that they're known for is the cider they make from this orchard that they maintain and run. There's also tobacco and grape fields as well. There's a tower there where an old halfling wizard kind of lives, and the entire village is the goddess Yandala, who is the goddess of kind of protector and provider. So she's kind of the chief deity of the halflings. She's like the nurturing matriarch, the blessed one, also called the Great Mother.
Well, she sounds hideous.
What's that?
Does she
She
wear
sounds
khakis?
hideous.
Well, she's also the goddess of fertility, family, and community, and her symbol is often depicted as a cornucopia. Let me get you guys on to Rivenleaf.
Rivenleaf, doo doo doo.
I'm assuming that probably the last one driving is Ron, since he's the most familiar with this area. So Ron would be in the driver's seat right now,
Probably, sure.
because you
For
know
the
exactly
record-
where to go.
The closer we get, the faster I'm going.
Okay, sure.
The second he gets behind the wheel, he's like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
Oh look,
Buckle
House
up,
Kymber, it
bitches.
doesn't have an explosion on it anymore.
Did it ever?
Yes, at one point it did.
Yeah, I know.
Where's House Shrewberry?
In Ron's imagination.
I think we lived under the bridge.
Shit.
Okay.
That's true. Where is Ron's house?
Oh, there's my.
How many spells can I prepare? 1, 2, 3.
I don't remember. I think
11. Oh, I have two. I have two
Okay.
more.
So you guys finally travel into town, and you can see there are halflings here, kind of going about their early morning business. A lot of them have like baked good pastries, things like that. Some of them are heading off to work in the morning.
Just
Coming over here towards the center, this is kind of the pulpit. There's a statue in the center here. It looks like it's fashioned from the trunk of some silverwood oak, giving it kind of a warm honey brown glow. And it's a depiction of Yandala, and she's standing tall with like a gentle, welcoming smile, her arms extended. In this place. You also know every morning one of the halflings or somebody leaves a loaf of bread at the foot of the statue, and somehow it magically disappears sometime during the day. Nobody ever knows how it goes, but you can see there is a loaf of bread sitting at the foot of the statue.
It's actually Chonky's family that takes it.
they live under the statue. They just whoop, grab it and pull it out.
Coming over here towards the center of town,
family of hamsters are like,
you pass a place called Arla's Arcane Oddities. Over here, this is like the market. There's a place called the Flour Barrel, and there is a baker that's outside, and he's got a table lined up with a whole bunch of pies on it. And they smell absolutely delicious. There's also another place you know of called Hobbs Hobby Hut over here. This is the central spire to Yandala. There's a lot of people going into and out of this central spire. This is sort of where they go and they give thanks to Yandala and they worship and things like that. It also looks like it's made from like one gigantic silverwood oak, and it sort of just goes upward. But when you go inside, you can see that it's just one big open building, circular building. There is also something called the Festival of the Bountiful Hearth going on right now. So this is a annual gathering that happens in the summertime. It's to give thanks to Yandala for protection, abundance. There are bonds of community, things like that. And the festival centers around the spire. So there are a few things that go on here when they have this festival. Like there are sack races, some pie eating contests. There's a harvest dance. There's a storytelling session.
Can we get
things like
Rexus into the pie eating contest?
It's almost not fair.
I know.
Rexus against halflings. So you can see that you're already attracting a lot of attention. Over here is the jailhouse. And
Is that a bar?
What's that?
Is that a bar or is it an actual like where they put prisoners?
It's an actual place where they put prisoners.
Oh.
And standing outside the jailhouse, you can see there is a gruff-looking halfling with a sword at his side, and his name is Sheriff Marsh Stonestout. And he immediately walks out and heads over towards your carriage where you guys are at, over by the central spire.
Do I remember him and do I like him? Like, is he a good sheriff or a bad sheriff?
He's a good sheriff, but he's kind of a dick.
So a sheriff.
I mean, yeah, so he's a sheriff. Okay.
Yeah, but he does lead a group of scouts. These are halfling rangers, and they're called the Leaf Scouts. And they basically scout around the outer area. Could be Cub Scouts. You can see he walks over to where you're at. And who's driving the carriage?
I am.
Ron.
And so he looks up at you and he goes, Ron Shrewberry. He goes, what are you doing back in town, son?
Yeah.
I came to pay a visit, and I'm not going to tell him anything else.
He goes, who you got in there? He looks over towards the carriage. It's a mighty fine carriage you got.
Just my friends. I was out there, saving the world, and I'm going to tell them all my exploits, all the like ghost things.
And you can see he gets bored very quickly. All right.
I killed a freaking tree god.
A tree god. I guess you've heard all the things that are happening here. Just to the north, the orcs are they are banding together. Looks like war is going to be afoot.
Yeah, we're working on that. We'll fix that. Don't
Listen, the scouts just found a camp just south of here. An orc camp. I assume they're heading north, but...
And they killed them all, right?
No, you kidding me? Maybe you and your friends could help us out a bit. Scout that out.
Well, you already scouted it out.
Are they part of the horde, or is this like some racist shit of like, there are some orcs out there that are no good?
Just to the south of town. A few hours trip through the forest. The Leaf Scouts found them.
How many orcs?
They set up a camp. Probably 50 orcs.
We could take that.
50?
50. Yeah. So no.
That's a couple of good fireballs.
Well,
Actually, he said they're heading north, right?
I'm still preparing my
He goes,
spells.
well, we're not sure. They've been camped there for about a week.
They could just be lazy.
They could just be lazy.
You said it was how
They're
far?
like, yeah,
Sorry?
we're gonna go up and join the party at the spine of the world, but the weather's nice down here.
No, I'm thinking we should probably, if we're gonna do this whole polymorph orc thing, I'm wondering if going down with them.
Yeah.
That's why I was curious if they were heading north.
It only lasts for an hour, though.
What?
The potion?
Polymorph?
Oh,
24
24 hours.
24.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's only 24 hours.
Yeah, which is still not that much time to go hours south and then back up.
I know
Especially
you
these
already said
lazy
it, John.
ones.
How far did you say south they are?
Couple hours.
Couple hours? Oh.
Mm-hmm. So you can see there are a bunch of people. The morning procession comes out of the Spire of Yandala, and they're saying prayers to Yandala. You can see they're getting ready to set up for a sack race over here. There's going to be a dance that evening, apparently. There's an archery contest that they're setting up over here by the windmill. So it's become like sort of almost like when we went to Ren Fair. It's starting to look like that a little bit.
It's a lot of nerds dressed up in nerd costumes.
Yeah.
Okay.
John, I have a really quick question about those potions, actually.
What potions?
The orc
Trooper
polyjuice
ones?
potions.
Mm-hmm.
When they were given to us, did they hand each one of us our own individual, or are they all just like in a box?
No, they just handed it to you in a box.
So like all 4 are in the same box.
Yeah.
Okay. They didn't go like, here's yours, here's yours, here's yours.
No, it looks
Okay.
like they're not tailored to specifically to you.
Okay, good.
One for
Well,
you,
actually, because
one
they
for
said the
you.
one would turn me into a female.
Yep. Over here, there's a place called the
Oh.
Leaf and Loot Tavern. You can actually stay there at the inn. There is another baker over here, and this guy over here is called the Buttered Barrel Brew, and they're in constant competition with the Flour Barrel Baker across the way, and they're constantly, like giving each other the finger and throwing insults at one another because each one thinks they're the better baker. So. Over here at the tower, Ron, there's sort of a there's an old halfling wizard that lives there, and she very much keeps to herself, and she's very reclusive. Over here, just up to the north, is House McShimber. That's where Kymber lives. The mayor's home is right on the way too. That's on the right-hand side, and that's Mayor Tobin Tumbleton, and he lives there with a few people that are his servants and things like that. But he loves flowers. There's flowers all around the mayor's house. Over here is House Goodbarrel. They're about food and chefs and things like that. That's another noble house here in Rivenleaf. And just across the way is House Greenbottle, and they're more known for their diplomacy. Like if there's any business that needs to be done outside of Rivenleaf, usually House Greenbottle takes care of that. Over here to the north is House Cymber, because you remember Harold Cymber, right? And they are known for their musicianship and pipeweed. So they run the tobacco and grape fields to the north. They work with House Thistletop, who are the minters. They basically take the grapes from the grape fields, while House Cymber takes the tobacco from the grape fields, and as well as some other things that you.
So
Benny
he's a
might want
drug
to smoke.
peddler. I see.
So that's kind of a general idea. It's a very nice village. You can see all the buildings and houses and doors and furniture. Everything is halfling size. So Rexus, you're going to have a hard time just sitting somewhere. You're probably the biggest person they've ever had in town. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, this is a new day. Hold on.
My first question is, this town, how guarded / protected is it?
Not very protected at all. You have the sheriff, who's a pretty good fighter, and then you have the Leaf Scouts. And the Leaf Scouts are basically a bunch of kids that just run around in the forest and let people know when something bad is happening. They're really not that great. In fact, they try to be all orderly, but they constantly squabble, and they're like a bunch of kids, and they're constantly stumbling over one another. When they come up to, you see one of the Leaf Scouts comes out and sees the sheriff, and he's like, "Hey, sheriff!" and he gives him a salute. And he's got kind of a green outfit on with the leaf hat.
So there's an orc band to the south.
An orc encampment, yes.
Yeah, an encampment. But there's also a whole shit ton of orcs to the north.
Well, that's way to the north, though. That's up in the spine of the world. So.
Well, I know.
It's going to take you a few days to get there.
But my thought process is, like, there's orcs to the south of us. We're here, and there's orcs to the north of us, and we're stuck in the middle here. And these orcs in the south are going to head north. And
eventually.
What's between them and them is us and this village.
Yes.
That's concerning to me.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Exactly. There's clowns to the south of us and jokers to the north.
Yeah.
John, I'm assuming the mayor is the one that would maybe have to be spoken to allow Gabi in town.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about Gabi.
Yeah, he's
Robert,
right.
Yeah.
We all did.
Or the sheriff. Yeah,
I don't
Gabi
ever
is
forget about Gabi.
Yeah, Gabi is in the carriage, so they don't know he's there yet.
Yeah.
Would halflings have a problem with Gabi?
Yeah, I think anybody would have a problem
Goblins
with
have
goblins.
a pretty bad reputation of just being like barbaric and raiders. And
Yeah, I mean, you could try to disguise them up as a halfling.
here, drink one of these polyjuice potions.
Permanent kobold.
So what would you guys
Goblin
like
or
to do here?
kobold? Better or worse?
Yeah. We would probably. I think talking to the mayor would probably be better than talking to the sheriff.
We probably
Alright.
have to talk to the mayor about a couple things, but
Yeah.
So
All right.
you
Let's go
head up
talk.
to the mayor's house.
Yes.
All right, so you head through the little forest streets, and there's a bunch of stones set up on the, kind of stacked up to show you like where the road ends and stops, and on either side makes it look very nice. The mayor's house is this looks to be multi-story. You can see there's a big set of double doors there, and then there's a little porch on the outside. What do you do? Your carriage pulls up. The horses stop.
Dobby,
Gobby's
put your
in the
cloak
back
on.
Catalan?
Put
Where
your
are we?
cloak on. Put your cloak on.
Cloak's on.
Put your pants on.
All right.
He puts his
some
pants
bits
on
on
like
his
his
head.
yeah, like his shirt.
Should I go out? It smells good here. Did I smell bakery?
Yeah, you're gonna come in the building with me and the rest of us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do? Do you go into Mayor Tobin Tumbleton's home, or do you knock on the door, or what?
Knock on the door seems appropriate.
Right.
And then
So the door opens, and of course, the
We've
door
been
you have,
waiting for
you have to
you.
duck down a little bit to even get into the door.
There's
But
company too.
you look down, and you can see there's a little halfling there, and he looks up at you, and he goes, "Good morning. Well, how can I help you?"
Dude, it's
It's
3
not
in
the
the
mayor.
afternoon.
It's like some sort of assistant.
What's his name?
We wish to speak to the mayor.
Why would you wish to speak to the mayor, tall one?
Seems a bit derogatory, but okay. We
What do you
heightest
want,
here,
big
sir?
ears?
And you can see behind him there's like a little halfling kid that's there and is looking around. He's going, "Who is it? Who is it?" He goes, "Quiet."
Lift the roof off like a dollhouse and just be like,
Rexus gets out of the carriage, and the carriage goes up like a few
You're
feet.
taller than most buildings here.
Yeah. your eyes go like you're about level with the second floor. You're literally Godzilla here.
Zero.
Godzilla is coming, and we must flee.
I think the best angle for this would be that we would like to talk to the mayor about the threat of the orcs nearby.
Fine, I'll look at him.
Yeah.
Are you here for the festival?
What festival?
Say yes.
Festival to Yandala, of course.
They're halflings. There's always
And
a
he
festival.
reaches over and he goes, "Here, have an apple."
I
And he
don't.
holds an apple up.
I
to you.
don't talk to halflings usually.
He goes, "You must take the apple. It's an insult not to take it."
That's
I'm sorry. What, Catalan?
I'll take the apple, but only because I
very
actually
good.
like apples. So
He goes, "You may come in."
sure.
And then he sees you, Ron. He goes, "Ron Shrewberry, look at you in your fancy armor." This is Scrivener Patchfoot. He's sort of the mayor's aide, and he's been like the mayor's lackey for like as long as you can remember, Ron.
Assistant to the mayor.
Yeah. Coming down the
assistant to the
stairs,
regional mayor.
you can see the mayor. He's an older man, or older
Darren.
halfling, actually. He's got graying hair, a little thick around the gut. And he's got sort of a nice suit on with with a vest and things like that. And he's sort of round-faced, rosy-cheeked. And he goes, "Ron Shrewberry, come on in. Sit down. Have an apple." He throws an apple at you, Ron.
Oh, the apples here are fantastic, by the way, guys.
Right from Hell's McShimber.
They're not as good as the it definitely brings back memories. They're not as good as those bananas, but
And he goes, "You brought some big friends here, Ron." Looking around.
does Rexus even come inside?
Oh, do you go inside, Rexus?
I don't know. Can I even fit?
You could. It's tight squeeze, but you can get in.
I mean, if I can fit in the door, I guess I'll just go in and just sit on the ground so I don't hurt
Yeah,
my
the door's
back.
about 5 foot high, 4 foot high. So yeah, you can squeeze in, get your tail in, sit on the floor.
I'll just
there.
sit on the floor.
All the furniture is just a little bit too small for everybody, even for you, Fenian, as you come in. Ron, it fits perfect. It feels absolutely normal and awesome to be here. You can see there's a small cornucopia set up in this room. This set of stairs that go up to a second store. The cornucopia has a whole bunch of turnips and potatoes and all this stuff from the local fields that they farm and put into it. And the cornucopia is also the symbol of Yandala as well. Mayor Tobin looks around and he looks over at Rexus and he goes, "You're a big one."
I was about to say sitting uncomfortably on the floor. I'll be like, size is subjective.
Yeah, and now you can see he's got a cane, and he walks with his cane, a little bit of a limp, and he pokes at your knee a little bit. And he goes, "Looks like you could do some damage with that."
With his knee?
I just don't think he can really reach.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm probably sitting on the ground. I'm probably oh, you can't really see my knees. Probably sitting on the ground, like with my knees like up here, and just like that way I actually have room above my head.
And
there we go.
He swings around towards Ron and Catalan, and he goes, "What can I do for you?" He goes, "Your friends are welcome here, Ron, if they're friends of yours."
I'm gonna take that as pretty much the law now. So Gabi is now allowed in here too, so that's cool.
I've heard some of your stories, Ron. Kymber came back and told us a few. House McShimber's very proud to have you back in town, I think.
That's a relief. Bad news. There's a whole lot of orcs up north.
And he goes, "I've heard. News has come down."
Well, there's some to the south too, and you guys are in the
Sheriff
middle.
told me. Well, Ron, now that you're a big hero now, you think you can help us out?
Did a little quest icon pop up on top of his head?
He goes, "I'll bet you House McShimber would be real impressed."
I mean, that's the only reason I would do it, let's be honest.
And you can see he finally sits down and, he's puts his cane to the side. And he goes, "Things have been rough here, Ron. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been tough. We don't have a lot of protection here. We've always been a peaceful place. Never really had anything bad happen. And now we have people starting to leave, heading south, wanting to get away from the danger. We just want people to feel safe."
Well, yeah, if they head south, they're gonna run in the other group.
Exactly.
He goes, and the Leaf Scouts, they're really just a bunch of idiots. But they're stealthy as hell.
Yeah. Fenian, how big is that your pocket hole?
My new hole?
Is it big enough to like put a whole town in?
No, it's only 10
stretched
feet.
out really big?
5 by 5, one person.
Oh. What about halflings? Can we fit all the halflings? Is that one?
You can probably fit 2, one
Only
on top
10
of the
feet
other.
deep.
Oh, so we stack them on like shoulder to shoulder, like stack them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Cram, maybe you can get a third one in there.
Adlin, how many times
Great.
can you cast Reduce in a day?
0, because I don't know that.
50 little tiny halflings.
It's a travel day.
What do you think this is? A school for ants?
So yeah, we're gonna have to get
Needs
to
to be at least 5 times the size now.
Yeah, we're gonna get to
4
the orcs
Can't
down
remember the
south.
number.
All right.
It's on our
goes-
to-do.
You're
goes, "And who's
absolutely
this?"
right.
And he points over toward where Gabi is.
He's our chef. Our
Bobby,
personal
take
chef.
the hood down.
He's our personal chef.
And you can see he looks, he goes, "You brought a goblin in here? Ron."
Hey, look, he's potty trained.
You said any friend of mine, his friend of yours.
And he looks over towards him. He goes, "You're not going to cause any trouble, are you?" Gabi says, "No."
I'm one of the good ones.
He doesn't know the meaning of the word trouble.
He goes,
But truffle.
I like to bake." And he goes, "Well, maybe you can work with one of the bakers then."
I was about to say, the fact he likes to bake, that's something to...
Can he become a level 9 baker?
And he goes, "Listen, down at the flour barrel, they're always looking for help. I'll tell them I sent you. Why don't you go down there and work while you stay here? Get to know some of the townsfolk. He goes, if it goes well, you can stay.
Good.
He goes, well, what else can I do for you guys?
I think that's everything.
Is the orc camp to the south the only one that you've seen?
So far, this is the only one that's been reported, yep. We haven't had an orc camp or orcs near us in a long time.
It's 50 though.
Well, what was it? They said there's 50 orcs down there. Do they know the rough makeup? Are they all infantry? Do they have, like, warg riders or... I don't know.
He goes, well, they have a small wall set up around the perimeter. Looks like they've set up some tents inside of that wall. There's a large fire going on. They've been chopping down trees. I think there might be some wargs there as well.
Have they taken any prisoners that you know?
He goes, not that we know of, no.
Just my
Not
mom.
yet.
Have they noticed, are they all martial or, like, they're magic users, too?
He goes, we don't know.
Speaking of magic, John, now that we've come south, do we still feel that the weave is weak here, or is it a little better?
No, it feels very weak.
Oh, God.
And he points over towards the tower and he goes, that damn wizard Tibbins, Barrowspark, she won't help at all either.
And who is that?
Tibbins.
She's in the tower over here.
Well, yeah, but Catalan doesn't know who that is.
Ron, that's the town wizard, basically. She's, kind of a seer. She comes out of her tower very infrequently to basically give advice or to go and buy a pastry.
She's kind of weird.
And she's kind of crazy.
Well, the problem, too, is if magic's weak, like, she's not going to be able to help as much because now she can't even rely on her own magic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if the Oblivion was like, I don't know, rust monsters, and you're like, all right, guys, go ahead and chop them up, and you're like, we can't.
Yeah. Go in there with
we
your
hit
metal
we hit
armor
them and our weapons fall apart, and they touch us and our armor falls apart. Like we aren't.
Yeah.
That's where we need lots of monks. They just do a whole bunch of punching.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Like, I don't need your
That's
magic. I
awesome.
got my key.
All right, guys, so what do you do from here?
I mean, you want to go to the camp to the south where there's 50 orcs against us?
Not yet.
Okay.
Eventually, like, I'm worried that they're like right in the path, and they're gonna head north. They're gonna find.
Well,
this town.
yeah, and they're only
Probably,
what
but 50.
they're only 2 hours south of town.
50 is a tall order.
For you,
Oh, okay.
I could do 50 in my sleep.
Oh, okay.
Well, the problem is we rely on Catalan being able to fireball, and her fireballs might not work as well.
My fireballs may not fireball. I
Oh.
might be the most useless one here.
I mean, when you put all your eggs in that magic basket, this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
can get you a sword here.
No.
She's like, I don't know
All
what's
right,
in this.
anything
sword.
else you want to say to Mayor Tobin?
Mayor-wise, I'm good.
Yeah, I think mayor-wise, we're good. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't seem. I mean, he gave some basic information about them, but I don't know what else we would ask. I mean, they made what, a stockade wall because they're felling trees. There's 50 of them. They might have wargs. They don't know about magic. And I guess that's about it. They happen to steal like a big leader or anything?
I don't know about that. There does seem to be a leader in the camp. Sure, there must be.
I mean, ultimately, we can approach, like, Gary said, it's like, are they necessarily, hostile or like?
Do they happen to all drink from like a communal beer tub?
Yeah, we've done that trick once before. I don't know.
Actually, that's
so we're
I mean,
gonna
as
do
far as the
next.
mayor goes, I'm good, but I don't know about the rest.
All right. Good luck, guys. Let me know if you need help. We'll send some Leaf Scouts with you.
Cannon fodder.
Fenian brings up. Yeah, we can leave the mayor's house, but like outside him, Fenian brings up a good point. Does anyone like Catalan? Can you polymorph?
I can try. Yeah.
If we can get some poisoned food into the
Polymorph turns you into an animal.
We need
But
like
we all have
disguise stealth.
polymorph potions that turn us into orcs.
Okay, plan B. I read in a book once where these guys, they built a horse, right? And they jumped inside of the horse and they sat outside. Well, first they built the horse and
They're
they
like, yo, bring the horse inside. It's super cool.
and they
There's
brought
absolutely
it to the
nothing
building.
wrong with it.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
you just get a live horse, crawl into its butt,
All right.
and pop out when it gets in there.
That's not a bad idea.
Like a
Like a
birthday
Trojan
party.
horse.
Surprise!
We send them a
Ew.
birthday cake, but it's us inside with Rex's possibly naked just to pop out and be like, woo!
Happy birthday,
All right, where's the next stop, guys?
Mr. Smithers.
I want to take Gabi down to the bakery.
Yep, it's down over here. The
Um,
flour barrel, and you can see the guy across the street says, "Your pies taste like dirt," and the guy is like, "Your pies taste like butt," and they're just
Butt pie.
Can I actually buy a baked good from each place and taste test them first?
Yeah, you
while
can see the
Gabi
guy
waits
over
for me?
here. He's got like a whole bunch. He's setting up for like the pie eating contest here this morning.
Like, don't
I just wanna
shop,
buy, like, a
don't buy
sampling.
from him. He cuts his flour with plaster.
I just want to buy a baked good from each and taste test it.
You do. This guy over here, he has like this apple strudel thing, and the other guy
Good.
across the way has like a cherry pastry.
All right, how much is that going to run me?
Only a couple silver each.
Okay, so I'll take off 4.
Huh?
Okay. Now, I want to sample the apple strudel and I want to sample the cherry tart pie thing. And I'll
Whichever
let
one
Gabi
you.
and I'll let Gabi have the other half of each.
I was about to say, and whatever you don't like, I'll eat.
Which one is better?
And he points towards the flour barrel. The guy who has all the pies out. He goes, "I think apple's better."
Okay. So, question. Now, granted, Gabi has only really made me like biscuits so far. Is
Huh?
Gabi better than both of these guys?
Oh yeah, by far.
Okay. What was this one called? This one?
This one over here is called the Buttle Barrel Brew and Bites.
That's the bakery?
Yep.
That's quite a mouthful. I wanna go down to that one.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who is the proprietor or owner of this one?
Bartle Goosefoot. I'm
Okay.
prepared with names tonight.
Yeah, you are. I'll walk in.
So this is more of a tavern. It's got some ales and ciders and things like that.
Oh,
And,
so he's
he
not
makes
just a bakery.
he makes these things called pocket pies. These tiny little pies that you can fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
Smart.
Oh, you know what? That might be a good thing.
Mhm.
Hello, how are you?
I am fine. How are you? And he gives
Not
you a
good.
bow.
Not good ever. But anyway. I have a proposition for you, if you're willing to listen, and I think
And
you're gonna
he-
like it.
He steeples his fingers and he goes, what is your proposition? Young
Meet my friend
tall lady?"
Gobby. Meet my friend Gobby. Gobby!
Hey, How you doing?
I love Gobby so much. Gobby is the best baker that I have ever known. And
And
his
he looks
talent,
over and he side eyes him a little bit. He goes, "You know he's a goblin, right?"
and his talents need not go unnoticed any longer.
Goes, "The mayor's okay with this, right?"
Absolutely. I have a proposition for you. And that proposition is, now I understand you're a bakery, but you're also a tavern and blah, 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 blah. How about you focus your attention on the tavern side and let Gobby here take over the bakery side?
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage because he's an awesome cook.
Well, I was going to
I was
actually
about to
say,
say you got-
I was
got-
going to even say have Gobby bake him something so he could taste it himself. That was
I
going
was
to be part
saying.
of this pitch. Like, Gobby, go make him something really quick. Not
All
like
right.
baking is quick, but
He
it
goes,
takes
"All
like a
right."
half.
He goes, "I'll make you some biscuits."
That's
And he looks over
Wow.
at Gobby. He goes, "All right, let's see if you know your way around a kitchen, little goblin." And you can see Gobbly, he throws on an apron, runs to the back,
Make me
spits on
proud,
both of his
Gobby.
hands,
Yeah,
goes like that, and then gets into the back.
make me proud, Gobby.
All right, and after about 30 minutes, he comes out with these fresh baked biscuits, and you can see Bartle. He looks down at this plate of biscuits, and he takes one. He takes a bite, and you can see him smile, and his eyes light up.
How would you like to run your nemesis across the
And he looks over across the
circle
way,
out of business?
and he looks down at Gobby. He goes, "You're hired." And you can see Gobby. He just lights up.
Gobby, darling, you're going to run the bakery side of this establishment.
And he gives you like a really over-aggressively nod. He goes,
Like one of those anime
Now,
nods.
Yeah.
Bartleby, or whatever your name is, you do have to provide Gobby with lodging as well.
You're a
You'll
career
take it.
goblin now.
"I got an extra closet.
Excuse you, he's about to put your business on the map.
If he does well, we'll put him in a bigger closet." Sound
If we don't
good?
get killed, if we don't get killed by the orcs, we come
Gobby's
back.
like,
You better be in a
Gobby
room.
likes closets. I'm okay with that.
You want to sleep in a closet? Fine. Fine, Gobby, get to work. I'll pop in and check on you before we head out.
All right, and he does. What about the rest of you? Do we finally go see Kymber?
Is there a list of activities for this whole party thing? This whole
There is a
Yeah.
list of activities. So the main activities are the sack races.
The festival.
Yep. The pie eating contest, which is a big deal. If you win the pie eating contest, it's like, that's a lot of stature right there.
yeah.
The harvest dance, which is at night, that evening, where they set up a bunch of floating lights around the central spire, and they have like a little dance.
That's what I was looking for, John. That's what I was
And
looking
they
for.
have the storytelling and things like that during the dance.
What?
Mhm.
I know a guy that's got some stories.
It's like a Ron story.
Yeah. Is there this whole thing in the front? Is this like a fountain in the middle?
No. That's just a big tall spire. It's like a big tower that comes up to a point.
Okay. Ron's gonna find some water somewhere because he's gonna like totally like with his hair, and he's gonna try and get it like he's gonna look like a total Poindexter. But he's gonna go knock on the door of House McShimber.
All right. Do you guys all go with them? By the way, they can keep the carriage over here at the mayor's house if you want, Catalin.
Please.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys kind of drop the carriage off there and you walk down the street. Chonky is jumped onto your shoulder, and he looks at you nervously.
I assume at this point I'm still at the bakery because I stayed
I'm
there the whole
assuming
time, and
he-
Gobby needed like a half an hour.
Is with you.
Yeah.
And you can see House McShimber. It's a very nice house. Couple of stories similar to the mayor's house, not quite as big and not as many flowers and things like that. So they maintain the orchards just on the outskirts of Rivenleaf.
A little bit of Brill cream.
Yep.
Yeah, you knock on the door.
Hi.
I knock on the door.
All right. You can see that Kymber's father comes.
You don't
to
have a
the
soundboard
door.
for that?
I know, right? I wish I did.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hello, Dad. Hey, kiddo.
Oh, we
What you
almost.
doing?
What's up?
What you doing?
Oh, I'm just playing D&D.
That's a duck.
Yeah, in a little bit.
They have a
Bye,
duck
Dad.
doorbell.
I love you.
I love you too. All right, go.
Come
I'll
out.
be out.
Can my friend come over?
What?
Can my friend White come over?
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I love you.
All right, love you too. Go, go, go.
Also, Mom wants to know if you have done. No, she should make dinner tonight.
No, we already ate. You go ask her if you're hungry.
God, I love you.
All right, I love you too. Go.
1 of 10. Okay.
Kids eat at all hours. It's fine.
Who's this old jabron?
So
That's
you can see
Kimber's
Kymber's father comes to the door, Reginald McShimber, and he opens it
Reggie.
up, and he looks his eyes wide. He goes, "Ron Shrewberry."
Your
I
future
assume-
son-in-law.
He looks at you disapprovingly. Actually,
I assume I'm not wearing
We
a
liked
hat.
him last time.
what's that?
I assume I'm not wearing a hat.
Ron. I thought Ron won them over when they came to the
No,
party.
you probably took your hat off.
Yeah, I thought I did win them over, but here we are.
Yeah, at the party in Keep Castle
Uh-huh.
Harp.
Money speaks.
Um,
But then you abandoned their daughter for how many weeks?
I sent her off to be safe. Who went with them? What was this guy's name?
Oh yeah, where's
the
Oswald?
December guy.
halfling we saved from the slave cave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's his name? Didn't it start with an O or something?
It's Oswald or something.
Oslo.
Oslo.
Oslo. Yeah. Oslo, you haven't seen him yet, but he's around.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right, please hold.
I don't think Oslo's going to take very kindly to seeing Gobby flay a sand.
Hello, Mr. Shimber. I want to see if Kymber McShimber was available.
And he looks at you and he goes, "What are your intentions with my daughter?"
To protect her and keep her safe and make sure she's safe all the time.
He goes, Harold has been by a few times.
The guy that smells like duty?
He goes, "You might win my approval if you can win some of the games today in the festival."
You gotta be kidding.
saving the world, defeating dragons, all that. No, can you win the pie eating contest?
I was putting my money on the sack race.
Sack race.
And then you can hear Kimber's voice in the background. "Dad, who's at the door?"
Hi, Kymber, it's me, Ron.
And you can hear just her feet kind of like from down the stairs. And she runs over and she pushes her dad out of the way. And she runs up and she gives you a big Kymber hug. There you go.
Yay,
She goes,
Kymber.
"You made it back! You made it back! You made it back!"
Those fucking eyes.
There's-
The kiss of Kymber. She goes, "Ron, are you here to stay? You gonna stay now?" And you can see her father
sort
steps
of.
back and frowns. And your friends made it too.
And my friends made it too.
She goes, "We're gonna go on so many adventures."
We?
Yes. I've been
Right.
practicing. I can do some magic now.
What?
Yes. It's awesome.
Well, I wanted to see if you wanted to go to the dance with me tonight.
And she goes, "I don't know. Let me think about it." And then she says, "Yes."
Oh, you silly goose.
She goes, "But my father's not going to be happy about it."
Just like look over. Yeah, I can see that.
Win the sack race. You can do it.
You mean with Kymber?
Hmm?
No, that's the race where your legs are tied together and you have to run in tandem.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Are you thinking I should do it with Kymber, or I
Sack
should?
races is you're in the potato sack.
You're in
and you
the
have to
potato
pop.
sack and you
I-
gotta go.
I
That's
know
a
what a
one
sack
person.
race is.
Yeah, that's a one-person activity.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well,
I
it
kept
is-
thinking.
You're
Sack
thinking
race
the
is you're in
three-legged
a
race.
sack. You're thinking
the
three-legged.
three-legged race.
You
I'm
could do
thinking
that
the
with her, but you got to
three-legged,
do the sack race in the
All
potato
right.
sack.
Yep. Against Harold.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. This is all happening in like a millisecond. I'm running the
And she goes, "I have
numbers.
so much to show you." And she goes to grab you by the hand, and she's like, "I want to show you the orchards." And she runs like to the back with you, and like by this little pond over here to the back. And she takes you on sort of a tour of the orchard and things like that. And there's this nice little field back there with all these apples and stuff.
Oh, this place is
Wow, this place is fantastic.
Because it is, isn't it?
This is great.
She goes, "It's hard to believe it's all going to be destroyed." You heard about the orcs, right, Ron? I'll fight them, though. Where's that mean girl you were with?
Which one?
The tall
Helen?
one with the long ears?
The big ears? Yeah. She's we hid her away. We
Did she die?
not yet.
Kymber and vice versa. What is this?
You don't hear this.
I know. I'm just saying.
She goes, "Well," and I assume you and her are sitting in the orchard together, and you have a wonderful conversation.
I'm gonna win the sack race, and your dad
Alright.
will have to let me take you to the dance.
All right, so we will cut scene there, and we will open up to that sack race. In the meantime, Catalin, anything else you do?
After I leave Gabi, I would start to walk towards the McShimber house and then just kind of like bugger off
All right,
because I'm up in here right now.
all right. So you're over by the lake over there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm looking at the water.
Yeah, this is a little picnic grounds. You can see there's a little shed over here that must have some equipment in it. And there's a couple of people having a picnic there. They have a little cornucopia. And then there's a couple of other people over here sitting down and a couple of people sitting down over here. You know, they're all halflings, though. Every single one of them.
Without like completing the spell, because I know like trying to do like I have Ray of Frost. It's a cantrip and stuff.
Okay.
But just like trying like not attempting to cast it, but like just narratively like trying and seeing like that it's like it's weak, like it's flickering. Like is that happening? Like if I start to say the words, like it's barely doing anything at all.
For what, a spell?
Like yeah, like if I was about to cast but didn't like finish it all the way, but just feel that like it's
It
not
feels weaker for
the
sure.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely does. You're not sure what would happen. There might
And, like-
be a chance that the spell might fizzle or something bad might happen.
Yeah.
You just don't know. The weave is definitely gone somewhere.
Yeah, I don't like that.
All right. So let's fast forward to Ron, Rexus, and Fenian in the sack race. Are you guys all participating?
Yeah.
They have a big sack there, Rexus, if you want.
No, I'm gonna cheer Ron on from the sidelines. This is Ron's show, not Fenian's.
All right, and you can see Kymber is there on a like over here in the central spiral. They have a different they have chairs set up and benches and things like that. Kymber's sitting on a bench, her dad on her left, and her mom on her right.
Where's
And,
the sack race happening?
Right here around the central spire. You got to go around the whole spire at least once. So the way it's going to work is that you're going to do 5 dexterity checks. At the end of it all, whoever has the highest total wins the sack race. Harold is also participating too, but he gets a -1 because he's a fat fuck.
Fuck, it's
I
dexterity.
think Catalin would hear the commotion.
Yeah.
Mosey. She can't lament all afternoon.
If I were to look around, not if I'm looking around. Would they know if I casted a spell?
I mean,
Well, especially
you could
too,
do
if
it.
the weave decides to slap you upside the head.
That's true.
Oh no, wait a second though. Your stuff's divine. How does that work with the weave?
It still comes from the weave, yeah.
Oh,
You know what, John? I am going to this thing works. Boop. Oh, second level. Okay. Boop. I'm gonna do it before I get up into the sack race. It lasts like an hour, so I think I got some time.
Okay. So you kind of go around the side somewhere, get
Yeah.
hidden a little bit, say a little prayer to Helm. What are you casting?
I posted in the
You have to pick one though.
the dexterity. Where is it?
Cat's Grace.
Is that what it is? Yeah, advantage on dex checks. Yeah.
All right. Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
Oh fuck.
All right. Yeah, it seems to have no problem. And you feel suddenly more dexterous, like a cat.
John, my magic
Sure,
always
sure.
goes off. It never fails.
All right. Do you jump in the sack and go?
Oh, I jump in the sack.
All right. Ready?
Born ready.
Roll a d20. Give me a dexterity check.
On advantage, right?
There's going to be 5 people in this race.
Yeah, you have
Harold, and then 3 others. All right, 20. Harold rolls.
Um,
Ron, you were already taken off.
Oh, you said he's a -1? I thought, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The other 3 are +1s. 1, 2, 3. So 18, 12, and 13.
I thought Fenian wasn't doing the sack race, and now 4 of him are.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I'm competing against 4 Fenians.
All right,
yeah,
so you're
4
in the
fucking
lead.
Fenians against 1 Ron.
Immediately as you come around the corner,
I'm
you're in the
so
lead.
dexterous. I count as
Harold is
multiple
in last
competitors.
place. There's a guy right
Kick their
behind you, Ron. All right, he's really trying hard to keep up. It
Ew,
looks like he's done this before. Roll again.
Oh shit.
11.
That's not the best.
My.
All right, and now Harold goes.
Ron's in the front right now, right?
My God, Harold
yes.
is falling further behind.
Harold, you fat fuck.
Yep.
You don't
Sure,
need to
that
win.
right,
You just need to
you?
beat Harold.
I know.
I would say that's true.
No,
It's
he needs to
it's the
win.
bear.
Uh-oh.
It's the bear thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's the guy who got an 18. So he got an 18 and then he got a 17.
Yeah, he's ahead of you now.
Oh shit.
I got more spells up my sleeve.
You're sack jumping.
And then the 10 and the 15.
10 and 12 and then
All right, so
15.
player number 3, the third halfling, has just gone ahead of you. He's at 35 on this roll, and you're at 31. Harold is still in last place. Like 4 of you that are pretty close together, or 3 of you that are pretty close together. All right, ready? Roll again, Ron.
All right.
Are they going counterclockwise or clockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Okay.
Catalan cast Disintegrate. Do it.
17 minutes.
Fuck your sack race. Fireball.
Jesus. Kill some halflings.
Why not?
All right, Harold.
Oh!
Oh shit.
Hey, he catches up a little bit.
He's got all that
Still like
fat
pretty far
momentum.
behind. He's still pretty far behind.
Yeah.
He's rolling at this point.
Yeah.
All right, the one that's in the lead right now.
Break his arm
One.
and gravy pours out.
Ooh.
He gets 12. Not bad, not bad. You are neck and neck. He's at 47. You're at 48, Ron. The 2 other guys. Let's roll those 2.
Oh.
Ooh, 19. Oh, a 20 and an 18. So he
They were in
catches up.
like the middle.
Yeah.
So are they
All right,
like down
Ron,
here?
you are ahead at 48. Harold is way behind at 29. There's a guy right behind you at 47. Another guy right behind him at 46, and a guy a little bit further behind at 42. You ready for round number 4?
I'm ready.
All right, do it. Oh, no.
John, I would like to
Hey,
just
John.
perceive as this race is going on. Are there any shenanigans happening, like 2 dudes waiting at the end of the race with a rope?
Give me a perception check.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't
20.
see any shenanigans.
Okay.
going on. You've been pretty good.
Just gotta look out for my boy.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure there's no shenaniganery happening.
No, it does not appear to be any
John,
shenanigans.
the guy who's in second place, Catalan's gonna stare at him really intently, and his next roll is going to be a 3.
All right, after these rolls?
No, this one coming up.
Yeah, okay. So he already rolled. Wait.
No, nobody else rolled. Ron rolled,
Yeah,
and then
I just rolled
if anyone
for my
was looking
fourth
for
roll.
shenanigans. This is round 4.
All right. So let's Harold roll.
Well, not Harold, the
Yeah.
one that's right behind.
Oh my god. Harold is horrible.
That's good.
All right,
what
and the
we've been
guy
saying this whole
behind
time,
him, what did he
John.
get?
The guy in second place has a 3.
A 3? So
Yeah,
he gets
I'm
a
giving him a
4.
3.
You can see if somehow he slips and he falls down and he's got to
And
get
if
himself back up. real
Fenian
quick.
is looking for shenanigans, I think at one point with a 22, you see Catalan is staring at that guy, and then all of a sudden he nearly wipes out.
Yep.
I just shake my head disapprovingly. Or approvingly. Kind of a diagonal.
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
I don't know. Diagonal.
All right, the other two right behind him. Ooh, he rolled pretty
shit.
good. There's a guy catching up. He's coming from behind.
Ew.
That's what she
Oh my
said.
god, he's tied with you now, Ron.
He's tied with him?
Yeah. The guy that was in third place just started hopping like crazy.
Took second, and he's on your heels.
Well, that's because he used the guy that was in second place as a launch pad. He was just
Yeah. Slingshotted.
Right?
Ron and one of the other halflings are tied at 60. The one that you gave the 3 to is now at 51, so he's 9 behind. And there's the final guy behind him who's at 53. So Ron, this is the final roll.
The final roll.
You're getting towards the end. You can see the finish line. There's a ribbon there set up. There's 2 halflings. Everybody's screaming. They're all cheering out. They're going, go, 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 go. Oh, through the grace of Helm, you are at 78. Harold, let's see where he ends up. He's not going to.
It's gonna go like a -1.
John's like, he got a nat 40.
Not 40.
All right. The guy who was at 51 in third place.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, he's not going to win?
I'm actually shouting.
For Kymber! For Kymber!
All right. Now I'm going to do the guy that was tied with you last. So this is not the guy that was tied with you.
Oh, the one I gave a 3 to, and he wiped out. Oh, he
Yeah.
can't recover.
Oh.
He can't recover.
He burnt all his juice in the
this
beginning.
is, the final roll is going to be the one that was tied with you. The one that you guys were both at 60.
Yeah, but
so
that
this
guy,
guy-
but the guy you just rolled for was the one I
Yeah.
gave to a 3 to. So
he
he
can't
can't
get
like
back
he
up.
tripped and fell and he can't recover.
He
He's like
lost
on the
his
ground,
mind.
like dragging his sack.
All right, are you
Ew.
ready, Ron? Let's see
No.
who wins the race.
I've been training all year.
All right, here we go. 3.
I'm gonna let fate take this one.
2,
I could interfere, but I'm
1.
not.
If he gets above an 18, he wins.
1.
Yeah.
Ron wins the race. In first place, but that guy comes right behind you at 73, and then there's a guy behind him at 68, and the guy that fell down only had 57. So, and
Wait,
then
Harold in last split.
Harold
Oh,
hops
boy,
in
he
last
fell.
place
He
with a
rolls.
43, and he falls over at the end. And you can see everyone's patting you on the back, and you can see that Kymber's daddy looks over at you and he goes,
That's all it took to win his approval is a stupid sack race.
Gives the nod. Oh my god! Over a fucking sack race.
They take their sack races pretty hardcore
Oh
around here.
my
Yeah.
god! It's so
These halflings
good.
really care about their sacks.
They really care about their
Apparently
sacks.
they
You
do.
got to take care of your sacks.
Yeah.
All right, there's more.
Sure. Good.
I mean,
Fantastic.
they do live in a small town. I mean, the 2 bakers are like flipping each other off. Meanwhile,
It's true.
we were over in the east, like, like purifying druid circles and like defeating all defeating what was it, corrupted pharaoh demigods and things like that. And over here they're like, dude, your flower sucks. No, you suck.
All right, you ready for the pie eating contest, Ron? Next one, we flash over to the pie eating contest. Ron is sitting down at the table. To your left is Harold December. It looks like he might be good at this.
Wait, I'm in the pie contest?
Yeah, you gotta go through all
You're
three.
like in all of them.
Oh, I gotta do all three?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I'm glad I did the sack race first.
Wait, can he have a proxy?
What's a proxy?
Meaning someone else takes his place?
Yes, I totally can. It's in the rules. I looked them up.
I mean, you can talk
Someone
to
else takes
the,
his place and like would win or lose on his behalf.
You can talk to the director about it.
I would like to do that, yes.
All right, and who do you have?
I
in mind?
was about to say, even without my curse, they don't even know that I'm cursed. They're gonna still see it as supremely unfair.
Maybe.
Just because I'm physically like 4 times the size of them.
Now, you know what? Now,
The fact that yes, I am cursed and I could eat everyone under the table because I have like the flashes metabolism.
You are
Like
allowed
just
to enter Rexus, whether or not you want to. If you want to, just for fun.
Dude, Rexus wants it just for the free pies.
well, I was about to say Rexus wants to eat the pies just for free pies.
Yeah.
Just
Where's the pie eating
please.
contest taking place?
It's over in front of the flour barrel. He's made a whole bunch of pies. There's like 50 pies set up there.
I got pretty
you
good
can see
comp.
across the way, Gabi is in there, and he's covered with flour on his head.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go
And there's
down.
some new pastries outside.
Is there like some time in between? Like I imagine they have to clean up the sack race and then set up the pie eating contest
Dude,
and
they
all
gotta
the
pick up all
things.
the
They're using one of those big brooms to like roll
Yeah.
Harold off of the racetrack.
Yeah. Gobby. Hey.
Yes.
Oh, Gobby's voice has changed.
So hold on a second. I'm looking something up.
I'm gonna ask if Gobby has anything ready yet to go out.
Yeah, of course. I've already made a bunch of things.
Good, because you need to get them distributed, and I think you should even maybe give a sampling.
You know what I
Cut-
made? They
cut
have
one of those
really
pies.
great turnips here, so I made turnip pies.
That's kind of weird, but I'll try one.
He
Because
probably makes everything taste good.
I was gonna say, if I take a bite, is it like the best thing ever?
Yeah, you take a bite of it, and you've never had turnip pie before, but this is amazing.
Yeah.
Everything he makes is so
All right.
good.
Take one of those pies, cut it into like fork-sized bites, and you just need to start distributing it to everyone in the circle right now because the whole town is gathered. You need to
All
give
right,
out
all
free
right.
samples and get your
All
name
right.
out there.
All right, and he takes a bunch of the slices, and he starts to run out there. And you can see
Bartleby,
people,
do not know marketing at all.
come on, Gobby, we're starting a franchise.
people start running from him because he's
Don't
a
you know?
goblin. But eventually he gets some people to try it, and a few people
Yeah.
come over, and you can see some of the halflings are starting to warm up to him a little bit,
Yeah.
even though he is a goblin. So
I'll try to start a couple rumors if I can go around and like use. I have actually minor illusion prepared today. Oh, it's a cantrip though. Fuck! I hate that magic is on the fritz. Damn
you
it!
just never know.
I know. I was gonna try to like use minor illusion to have like people talking about like, oh, the new baker, Gobby, he's the best. Blah 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 blah. Gotta go try his pies. They're fantastic. I was gonna have like little voices.
All right, so ready for the pie eating contest, Ron?
I'm
have 1
debating.
minute.
Now you probably need Constitution, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
Because you're
debating if
filling
I
your
want to.
gullet.
I think if there's a break between the two events, I think I would use enhanced ability again.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right.
I'm gonna pull the
So you
trigger
go
on it.
over into the bushes.
They're like, what is he doing in the bushes all the time?
He's doing
You see
performance
Kymber. She's, like,
performance
looking over
enhancing
there.
drugs.
As you go around the corner. And after with the sack race, you see Kymber, she runs up, she gives you a big hug, and then she kisses you on the cheek. She's like, good job, Ron! And she gives you a high five. and and she points at Harold. She goes, "Loser."
Wow.
All right. So what are you giving yourself?
I think it's the bull's endurance, right? Or bear's
That's
endurance.
con.
That's
Can you
con
roll
save.
Bear's
a
endurance.
for me, please?
Oh boy.
And like I said, he's hiding in the
Suddenly
bush doing
half the town
performance
explodes
enhancement.
from a fireball.
Oh,
that
dude.
Ron
Literally,
casts.
that's one of the
All right,
wild
you know,
magic
it's
things.
fine. It's fine. Everything
Yeah,
is
it's
fine.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you gain advantage on your Constitution checks. All right, Ron comes out of the bushes looking very Constitution-y. And
Oh. Did you just take a dump back there?
You're like, yeah, lightened up. I got room for all the pies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bring
Have you
on
never
the
had
pies.
Thanksgiving dinner before?
Yeah.
Rexus,
see?
would
They'd
you
be like,
to
Ron, how
participate?
long have you been out of town? We have bathrooms.
Rebecca, you in?
Yeah.
All right. So the way it's going to work is that it's going to be 6 rounds. It's 1 minute. You're going to try to eat as many pies as you possibly can. The first is going to be Constitution saving throws. Rexus, I will give you double advantage every time you roll. So you get to roll 3d20s.
Oh my god.
For every roll. The DC's 10. Ready?
But
my God.
I don't have to beat Rexus, right?
No, you just have to
Well,
beat Harold.
Rexus could also like let you win. in the
Well,
end.
yeah. Rexus is here for free food, not to win.
Mhm.
All right. Well, my con. What was this? The con. I can't even tell the thing to roll a d20 3 times. My con's a +4, so I'm just gonna do like /R
3d20 plus 4.
3d20
That's
plus
gonna add it all
4.
together, though.
Actually, I think you get a
Let's roll
plus 2.
3d20. We'll add 4 to all three of them.
Well, no, you get
Well-
plus 2 from me for the, because you're near me.
Oh my
For
god.
checks or for saving
Saving-
throws?
Saving throws, I think. You get.
Yeah, but these are checks, not saving throws.
Oh, I thought John said they were saving throws.
No, they're checks.
Oh.
Gary,
They better not be saving
how do
throws,
you
'cause
how do
your
you
Bear's endurance
do?
wouldn't work then.
What do I do? Like 3d20 kh? How do I do that?
Yeah, 3d /R 3d20 kh1.
How do you know these things?
kh.
The amount of things in my brain that have no business
No, like
being in my brain.
no spaces or anything.
The only spaces
You
after
can
the
just roll
/R.
3d20.
Well, yeah, but then I want to do. Can I do then +4? Will it understand that?
It should.
Yeah, it should.
Well, I'll try it. We'll see what happens.
3d20. You might have to do the +4 then the kh1.
Wait, like in square brackets?
No.
Is that what you mean by cage?
Why don't you just roll
Yeah,
3
it's-
con
it's-
checks? Okay.
It's 3d20 kh then +4.
All
Okay.
right,
Yep,
there
that's
are
what I wrote.
There are 6 pies there. So the way this is going to work is that you're going to roll a Constitution saving throw. You're going to try to eat the pie as fast as you possibly can. First one to finish all 6 pies wins.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to have the same type of rules that we have with the other way, except if you fail with a 10 or below twice, you're going to end up throwing up, and then you're out of the
Nice.
race
Oh.
altogether. Yeah.
Also, Rexus, you don't need to retype it every time. You can just press up in chat for your last message.
Yeah.
I actually knew that.
All right. Ready? First
I'm ready.
round. Pie number 1. Go.
Boysenberry. Somebody misread the label, and it is in fact poisonberry.
Rexus.
Jesus. Okay.
All right. So, Ron, you
Hungry,
20.
damn it.
Nice, Ron.
And that 20 and a
I
dirty
love
20.
my pie.
Jesus. Okay.
And then Harold rolls
1.
a 19.
He's plus 10?
Yeah, you're not sure how he's doing it, but he's eating them very fast.
Oh my god.
Well, this is why he takes a -1 to Dex.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
built for this event.
There's definitely something going on there. Go ahead. It's pie number 2. You guys are really close.
Oh, wait, so it's just the 3 of us?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably like move my
Oh my
character down
God.
to the square.
Dude, Rex is just
Rex is
fucking
just
housing
fucking
him.
downing them, man.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Ron, you got,
I got
12?
a 12. Yeah.
At least you got above a 10.
I hope we don't get into an actual fight because I'm using up all my nat 20s now.
Yeah. 1.
20.
Oh my god.
Rexus is still winning though.
Well, see, originally I was gonna
check, Ron.
throw the fight so Ron could win, but I'm afraid if I throw it, what's his face will win.
18.
Fanny, give me a perception check.
Shenaniganery.
All right,
What we got?
Fanny, you notice it. He's shoving pieces of pie like into his jacket, like
he's
giving
doing
himself an
this
unfair advantage. Yeah,
What a cheater.
yeah. It looks like he is cheating.
So, says the guy that casts a spell before the event.
What do you do? Anything? Next pie?
Gosh.
Pie number 3?
I'm gonna like slowly make my way over to the judges back. Take a look. I think Harold's like stuffing.
And you can see they go over there and they go, "Hold on, stop it, stop the party."
I'm still
And he
hungry.
looks over at Harold, and Harold's like, "What?" He's like covered in berries and stuff like that. And he looks down. And he goes, "Open your jacket." He does, and a bunch of berries fall out.
Cheater! I mean,
I like sink back into the crowd, except I'm too
"Reset."
tall, so I'm just above everyone.
I want to start a boo. I want to be like,
Reset.
boo.
You get caught cheating one more time, Harold, only because you're family. I know them well, and you're out of this party. He goes, "No more cheating. Ready, set, go."
I was supposed
All
to
right.
go all the way from the beginning again?
Nope, there's 4
No,
pies
you're
left.
continuing
Oh, okay.
on with the last 4 pies.
God damn.
Also, we can't really do a redo because they're still in us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
ate the
true.
pie already.
Ron got a 19.
Dude, Rex is just fucking housing these things.
Right, just got a 20.
She's eating them like
Actually,
pan and
you're,
all.
you're keeping up with them though. I'm gonna say not too bad.
Swallowing.
Harold,
It's all those
It is.
burgers.
Come on,
His stomach-
one.
bigger
It's
than it
professional strats. You actually just dip it in water and just
One.
let it
oh my
slide
God,
down.
Harold with a
Oh my
23.
Oh my god.
He's like,
Oh
it's like,
my
I'm gonna
God.
win if he's sweating. You know, he knows he's gonna prove himself. This is the one thing he can do is eat. All right, 3 pies left.
Dude, he's gonna puke.
He's absolutely gonna be.
He is gonna puke.
Ooh.
With a
22.
22.
Great motherfucker!
Dude,
Oh my
Rex
God,
is
another
just
one.
killing him.
Oh, what is that? Hold on. And then
Well, you know what? Well,
All right,
because
Harold.
Ron
Let's see.
spends so much time around Rexus, like you've upped your
Yeah.
food eating game.
keeping up there.
If
All
Ron
right,
gets
let's
a
see if-
1,
let's
he's.
see if Harold.
I mean, if
Let's
Harold
see if
does.
Harold can keep up with you. Come on, Harold.
1!
Oh, he's still there.
God.
He's still there.
Son of
How many
He's
pies
behind
are
you
they at?
guys.
I think we have 2 left, 1 left.
I think 2.
Actually, he is tied with you, Ron. You guys are both at 41.
Well, he's a big
2 pies
cheater.
left.
Like I
He's
said, I was
cheater
gonna try
bumpkin.
to like throw it at the end, but I'm afraid if I throw it, Harold's gonna win. I don't want that to happen.
Run out.
Yeah, that's true.
Ron, 14. That brings you up to 54. Rexus with a 21 because you up to 65. Yeah, she just throws it
Is
back.
the second to last chair?
Harold? There's
Yeah,
one
it's
more
the
after
second to
this.
last pie.
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
Ooh, 13. You guys
You're
are still
beating him by-
tied. No, it's still tied.
What? I thought you guys were tied last time. This time Ron got 1 point more.
Yeah, I had a
With that-
14.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, you're right. You're up by a little bit.
Yeah, so Ron's beating him by 1 point.
Yep. You're right. All right, last pie.
Kick him in the dick.
Everyone's screaming, "Yeah, go Harold, go Ron! Holy shit, that fucking lizard can eat!"
I'm just here for the pie.
Rex is Ron with a 16.
Rex is just Pac-Manning this entire thing. Just
All right, Ron.
womp.
He's like dipping his pie in the other pies that are on the ground. And just soaking
Rexus
them up.
wins easy with a score of 85.
Oh, yeah.
Ron,
Being
you
able
are
to
at
roll
71.
3d20s is kind of...
So he needs 54, 64, 7. He needs an 18 or better to beat
If
you.
he rolls in that one, he's throwing up, and I'm walking away.
He needs an 18 or better to beat you.
Puke, puke, puke,
Puke,
puke.
puke, puke.
17.
Oh shit! He puts down the last pie. And sweating, beads of sweat all over him, covered in my fucking pie. He barely beats you, Ron.
He's a cheater.
Well, ultimately, if he wouldn't have been cheating
first
those
loser.
first
Hey,
3
John.
pies,
John.
But
he
everybody
might
goes
not
over to
have won.
Rexus, and they're like, yeah!
Oh.
Go ahead, Catalan.
I was about to say
If he throws up, does he lose though?
Yes, you lose if you throw up.
I was about to say we're done though. So
What are you thinking?
Yeah, you're done. But if you can't hold it down, I think you lose. You automatically then go to third. Like you stuffed it down, but you couldn't keep it down.
What if I give him a good clap on the back?
That could do it.
I was
You'd have
about to
give him
say, well,
something magical in nature if you're gonna do that. He actually has a pretty good constitution. He can eat.
well, still,
I was going to do something magical in nature because I'm a magical person, even though it's not wise.
Well, even if I don't make him puke, I still want to punish him. So I'm gonna do one of those good-natured claps, like good job, but because I am so much bigger than he is, and I just don't know my own strength.
Wherever fucking he is.
You break his spine.
I just want to
No, I'm not gonna break his spine.
I want to do minor
okay with that.
illusion.
Uh-huh.
And in the last pie tin that he just ate, I want it to look like there's I want the illusion of maggots in the bottom of the tin.
Oh, glad.
Let's let him make a constitution saving throw.
Well, hold on. Don't I have to roll a d20?
Oh yeah, and you roll a d20 real quick.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about maggots; he eats them too.
Two.
Oh no, you gotta roll high. You're fine. Yeah, and he looks down at the maggots in the tin, and it doesn't seem to bother him. Though.
It's college all over again.
He looks. He steps back a little bit, but he
Damn
doesn't
it.
throw up.
I tried.
Well, he didn't win the race, or he didn't win the pie eating contest, but at least he beat Ron.
Well, I'll like I said, I'll congratulate him, and I'll just hit him, a little bit harder than I should. But I'm just so big, I just don't know my own strength. So it makes him look kind of goofy and small and inept because I almost knock him off his feet, but I don't want to like actually hurt him or anything.
Yeah, no, he's okay, but he kind of stumbles over a little bit.
Well, no, because they already don't like Gobby. I don't want them to be like kicking the rest of us out.
All
We're
right.
not getting kicked out. If anything, people in the crowd are talking about how great the pies over at Bartleby's have gotten versus the other dude.
Yeah. Or that
And
Harold's
so-
a fat cheater. And he talking about his belly.
All right, so that ends the festivities for the afternoon. There's a dance that evening where they're going to have a storytelling competition. Ron, you can participate in that one if you'd like. That will be a performance check.
John, I would love to back up Ron on this.
Uh-huh.
Because I have proficiency with a viol.
Oh, really? Is that like a violin?
It's an instrument, yeah.
Is it a violin or?
It's
What is a viol?
it's not a viol. It's like a it's almost like a mandolin, I think.
Oh, okay.
But my tool check is sizable.
All right, cool. We'll let him roll with advantage if you roll well. We'll say that.
Well, a viol is like a violin.
I would say it's a larger, lower one. I believe.
A mandolin is more like a guitar.
All right, so this scene, we fade out of this scene and onto the evening. As the evening rolls in, a bunch of lights
No, you're right. Yeah.
and lanterns are set up and things like that.
Well, what did you want him to be proficient with? More of a guitar or more of a
I mean,
violin?
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Viola's fine.
Gary's like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm here
He's
to be
just proficient with a
wingman.
musical instrument.
Let me
Be a
wingman.
bassoon.
I want to play Devil Went Down in Georgia.
I too play a stringed instrument.
All right, and it's actually a beautiful scene when you come over here. They've really done a good job with. They put out a bunch of cornucopias. There's so much fruit and vegetables and things like that. Everything is all lit up as the evening starts to fall over Rivenleaf. Here, I'll put some.
Oh, is the dance also happening here in the central area?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna get off the dance floor. Go hide in the shade somewhere. Or it's nighttime, so.
There you go, nighttime.
Buh.
Got dark.
All right, into the central spire, you can see there is a bunch of musicians playing, all halfling musicians. They're playing a really nice music. And Kymber walks in with you. She's got a really beautiful red dress on, and you can see that she's got her own flute with her. She apparently plays the flute, and
yeah, she does.
you know, she is a bard herself, a second level bard. I actually have a token for her now. Let's put Kymber on here.
Hey, look, those dragons better watch out. They better not cry.
Yep.
Better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Kimber,
Kimber's
McShimber is
coming to town.
You got?
coming for your dragons.
She sees you when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake.
All right,
She's
all
got
players
those
should be
fucking crazy
the owner
eyes.
of Kymber now.
It'll be good for goodness sake.
Yay.
Kimber.
So you can look at her character sheet if you want. All right, and the dance goes very beautifully and nice.
And
it
the
is
beat
time
goes on.
for the storytelling section of
On and
the evening.
on and on.
You know, and you can see one guy, he tells a story about how the mayor almost got turned into a pie one day because
Oh, it's like made up stories.
because
Didn't
they
realize
had
we
this
were
colossal
fibbing.
pie tin to the center of the marketplace, big enough for a halfling to curl up in. And apparently, the mayor, he went in there and took a nap, and they covered him with some dough, and they didn't know it. And but anyhow, they ended up, before they cooked him, they ended up figuring out that there was a halfling in there.
The last
Adeline's
second.
just standing there like, that is the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
Like, why is this uncooked pie snoring?
Right, that's the plot hole that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then they tell one of the day the cornucopia ran away, and they talk about this cornucopia, and it just got taken right from the arms of Yandala and ran itself off into the woods. But it turned out to be a couple of raccoons who had a good day. And the moral of the story was that,
There's a moral?
yep. And that
supposed
even
to
if
learn
a
something
pair
from
of
this?
raccoons can have a grand adventure with our cornucopia, then we can certainly share and laugh with a mug of ale over it. And everybody cheers and says, "Yay!" Now, for this run, you don't have to like tell a story or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, you
but
gotta
I
tell a
assume you
story.
get up and you will probably tell one of your stories from one of your adventures, then, right?
I think I would tell the story of friendship and explain the adventures that me and my friends have been on, kind of like broad strokes of it, not going into the details of it, and how most of us are friends. And I look at Catalan. And explain the story of hunger and greed, and explain the story of Rexus and how we're
All right.
working.
And Ian,
to save-
are you getting up there with the violin as he tells the story, or the viola?
Oh, yes, my guy.
All right, give me a performance check. Let's see if you help or hurt him.
Can I use the
Oh,
tool
Jesus.
proficiency for the viol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it sounds really
Yes.
good. Ron, roll performance with
Holy
advantage.
shit.
Performance with it. Dude, I'm a +5 performance, so
Are you really?
suck it, Harold.
Fun fact, instruments are dex-based.
Wow, very nice. Harold isn't real good at this.
Shit. Hold on, I rolled this Kymber. I don't know if that matters.
Uh,
I think it does, because I don't think. Yeah, I'm actually a +2.
So it would be a
that should-
14.
So
12
that should be a 14. Yes.
Yeah.
and hold on a second.
Is she giving him bardic inspiration?
She
Sorry.
does give you bardic inspiration.
She can give me bardic
you
inspiration
can.
anytime.
What is it? A D4 or D6?
Depends
Uh,
on what her level is.
She's only
It's
level
like a
2.
6, 8, 10. Oh, 6 then.
All right, so roll a d6 and add it to it. As you can see, she jumps in with the flute as Fenian is playing.
15.
And it makes the whole
Goes
thing
this way,
sound better.
asshole.
But Ron comes up a little flat, but not too bad. What's that, total of 15?
Yes.
All right, so Harold gets up there and he starts telling a story. And Harold's not very good at this, unfortunately. Oh,
Oof. No, he's not.
Ouch.
yeah, it really falls flat. So Ron, you can see that the mother and the father, they're over there. They're smiling at you. They're nodding at you. People are applauding you. You know, Kymber gives a big bow with her flute. Fenian, everyone looks shocked that this elf can actually play the viola. I don't think anyone's even seen one before.
I feel like that is the most racially stereotyped thing that I have ever done, John.
That's some racist bullshit.
Sweet.
And the father comes over and he goes over and he shakes your hand, Ron, and he goes, Ron, you have my blessing.
I was really impressed with your sack skills.
Your sackery was amazing.
Your sack was so good.
I immediately turn to Kymber.
Yeah.
And I go down on one knee. And I pull out the ring.
Ooh.
Kymber?
All right.
I want to be able to always keep you safe and protect you and cherish you and make you happy forever and ever and ever.
All right.
Marry
Roll
me?
with quadruple advantage, 4d20s. Persuasion check.
I don't even know how many it
How
is.
the fuck does he do that?
Like how
Roll
I
it.
did
Flash
with-
4020 KH1.
That would have been
17.
hilarious if they were all ones.
It added them all together.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
highest one's is
The highest one's
17.
is
17
So
plus
19.
2, 19.
She says,
19.
she says yes, and she gives you a big giant hug, and she takes the ring, and she she goes, "Is this magical?"
Yeah.
So bright.
It's
That's
your
true. Do you have to
protection.
attune to
And
rings of protection?
And everybody like cheers.
Does
And
it
the
come with a
father and the
user
mom
manual?
are all clapping,
There's a
and you can see poor Harold. He puts his head down and he slinks away. And finally, you see Oslo as he comes over to you and
Get out
he
of here,
goes,
nerd.
"Congratulations, Ron! And hey, thanks for saving me."
If you weren't there to save Kymber, I wouldn't be able to marry her. So thank you,
He goes,
Oslo.
"I am an agent of Helm now, here to serve." And he gives you a salute.
I salute him back.
He goes,
Sharply.
"Thank you, sir." He goes, "Anything I can do for you, Ron, let me know."
Well, got some good news and some bad news. We got some orcs down south.
He
So
goes, "I will be there to help you, Ron."
Oh my god. It's a
Yeah.
disco.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. I forgot.
I was trying to. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was whispering
Also-
to
I just took my
Gary.
spectral
can
eagle
we
and
put
just
like,
used the token
like
effects
fairy
on that.
lights up for the
Yeah.
for the singing and the poetry and everything?
The ring does require attunement. BT dubs.
we got an hour.
She'll have time.
Yeah, I think she'll have time.
Yeah.
All right.
Ron
So-
wins.
Anything else before we wrap up this eventful evening where Ron is now getting married?
She's the
Nothing
bard.
else?
Does that mean she's the officiant too?
I mean, I've accomplished all my goals. I can pretty much.
Retire
Helen.
your character now?
Retire.
Give me a perception check.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
All right.
Wait, all of us?
So, 14, do you?
I think you turn to the left, seeing down this road over here. There is a figure, a tall figure
Oh.
in a
fuck.
black robe. But then you look again, and it doesn't seem to be there.
Like one of the rose figures? Fuck.
These guys are fucking assholes.
And I
Right.
think that's where we will end it for the night.
Ah,
Ron's engaged.
Ron's engaged to be married. And
Ron wins,
tomorrow,
and we have an NPC PC.
yeah, and Kymber wants to
he
go with
said
you to
she's
these orcs.
level 2.
She's level
She's
10.
not
Well,
coming.
that's a separate
She's
issue.
not
Yeah.
going.
We
on
get
the
some rare
mission.
candies and just let her just choke
Yes.
those down.
Or she sits off to the side. We just slap XP share on her. Like we're
Yeah, you can bring Oslo now. He's a level 3 paladin.
He can also benefit from XP share.
Hey, look, combo smites. Bam, 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 bam.
That's true. I'm gonna ask Rexus if Rexus wants to be my best man.
I wonder if Rexus even knows what that is.
Rexus is like, what does that mean? I can eat the bride? What does that mean?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, I'm sure. Well, because that's the thing. He came from like a tribal society. I mean, they're gonna do stuff like that differently. But no, I'm sure if you explain, you know what it is, then yeah, he'll agree to it because it's a position of honor and of someone you trust, and he will be happy to do that.
Well, it means that you hold the ring until I get married, and you get to eat all the cake you want after the wedding.
Oh, sounds like a win-win.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't lose the ring, you get cake. I'm like, yeah, sign me up.
Well, then we will call it there then.
Aw.
Thank you, guys. That was fun. A little bit of a different session tonight. No
We had
combat.
15 more minutes.
But I think this is a good place to stop. So
Catelyn's like, I want to go
Knowledge.
shopping and run into more mysterious figures.
No, actually, I don't.
I was
those
about to
mysterious
say,
figures officially have me
Rexus can
spooked.
pick up Kymber and Ron and parade them around the square. You know, everyone's singing like, "For
Yes.
he's a jolly good fellow," and Catelyn's like, I wonder if they sell ink here. I wonder if I can piss off someone who doesn't I can't even talk. The a person in robes who isn't actually there.
maybe.
Actually, no. She would go. She's drumming up her business for Gabi's new thing.
Oh,
She'd be doing
Yeah,
I
she's
have
opening up a
crabs.
restaurant called Gabi Flay's Burgers.
No.
We're all like, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Gabi Flay's
and
biscuits,
she's
I'm
like,
sorry.
I do have name ideas, okay? It's been sitting here for like
She has
over a
no-
month.
Let's hear him.
No.
Oh.
It's a
Oh, you
secret.
know
For
what?
now,
Well-
Gabi has to get his name out there working for this guy, but soon.
He's got to get his business license. He's got to get like.
Exactly.
LLC,
and then he can
all that
venture out on
stuff.
his own.
Well,
Yeah.
if you were going to
Oh,
open the
I know,
Sundabar,
the,
that's a whole different story.
Yeah, but
You know
Sundabar
what?
has a lot of red tape and all the things.
Well, you know
The
what
gnomes
the
there, they get a
ultimate
piece
would
of
be.
everything.
Yeah. So no, I don't want to deal with that.
Hopefully, when all this is said and done, and we actually get to do the wedding ceremony and everything, the we can Gabi can do the catering for the wedding, for the reception.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He can make the cake.
Holy
Turn
shit!
up cake.
It just dawned on me.
Turn up wedding cake.
Ew.
Ew.
What? No. We could pass
You can
that
put
curse
it
on
in
to
a
Harold.
pie.
You can pass the curse
true.
on to Harold.
That's true. Well,
I was
you might
going to
like that.
say he's an asshole, but I don't know if he's
Curse worthy. You
curse-worthy.
still have one more trial to do,
Yeah.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the trial of forgiveness. You haven't seen where that might come into play yet.
I'm just thinking somebody like him with that pie debacle where he's trying to like hide the pies and cheat.
Yeah.
He would be a
It's-
good candidate. I'd be okay with.
The last trial is just
Might be
Rexus going
okay
to
with
therapy and having a catharsis.
yeah.
Exactly.
I need to forgive myself. No, yeah, go to Harold. It's like, listen, you want to win all the pie eating contests? Slight catch.
It's good. Lead strong.
Yeah.
Slight catch. You.